my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
And hello, 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 hello. Oh, my mouth was getting all moist and stuff. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? To all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers, honey. What's your tea? What's your tea? What's your tea, darling? I know you have all of your crumpets together, my darlings, because you know what time it is, honey. It's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings. Oh, with Big Meats. What's up? Y'all like the shirt? True, your laundry detergent. Stay true. Ha ha ha. Y'all know this is a black-owned laundry detergent, right? If you haven't tried it, honey, I'm going to encourage you, honey, to go check them out, honey. True laundry detergent, darling. Okay. Listen, it's one of those days, baby. One of those days. And well, I probably can't show it to you right now, but because they're going to make a presentation of it or whatever. But it's been a good day for me. I was honored today. Okay, City of College Park here in Georgia gave me an award today, and the award was just an honor for my service being on BIDA, the Business Industrial Development Authority Board for the City of College Park. And I was appointed by my councilman, Derek Taylor, and I was on the board as long as he was in office. And so this past election, he was not the victor, in the run. So the new councilman had decided to, choose his own people. So that became the end of my reign at that particular time, and as of January 1st, 2022. So that's okay. We did 4 wonderful years, and I'm excited about it. I'm happy, and I'm grateful, and I'm thankful. It gave me a wonderful education. It's also got me, got my chops going, because I've always been, someone who loves to make sure that people are taken care of. I won't necessarily say that I'm a politician, because I'm not. But, I love to make sure that we get folks together, you know what I'm saying? And get folks to understand some things, and just to react. And I tell everybody, I'm not the voice of the people, honey. I am the people, because everything that I bring it to you, honey, here, I live in this city. So this is for me as well. I can't just talk for Sarah Sue, okay, and Miss Jane or whatever. They got their own mouths. But I'm talking because right now, this is the face that you see. So I'm not the voice for the people, honey. I am the people. You're going to come to me, you're going to look at me in my face, honey. You're going to understand that I got something to say. And then a lot of times, you have those people in the community, they want to talk, but, they're not articulate, and they don't know how to collect their thoughts or whatever. So oftentimes, you could rile the crowd if you are their mouthpiece, if you're able to take something to them to the higher ups and be like, listen, the people are saying this. They're tired of this and they're sick of this and this is not what they want, that kind of thing. So it was wonderful. And the award is really, 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 really cute. But maybe when I take a commercial break, I'll get it. I should have had it here so I could show you guys. But like I said, I didn't want to jump the gun because they're trying to do something at the next city council meeting, and all of that. Excuse me. I had a cocktail earlier today. We went to Virgil's Gullah Kitchen here in downtown College Park. Another black-owned business, honey. Black-owned, and it's black and gay-owned, honey. Okay. Juan and G. Smalls. Proprietors of that particular establishment, honey. And I had the I didn't want to have nothing real big, so I had a side of the macaroni and cheese, and they got these the cornbread muffins, okay, and they are sweet potato cornbread muffins, honey, served with a little bit of honey and things. It was a lovely old dish, lovely. And then we had the cocktail, honey. I had to get what was it? I had to get a tighten up. That's what it is. Get tightened up, honey. So yeah, I got a tight up, honey. Ooh. So that was that, and so it was a wonderful, wonderful day for me. So kudos to all of those who made that possible, and I'm excited. So now we are here to continue with the glory and care. But today's going to be a heavy show. It's going to be a heavy show, honey. So I'm warning you guys now. Some of the things that we're going to talk about it may be a little uncomfortable. And we're going to get there, but y'all know I don't mind. I have no qualms about going into those regions and carrying on because it's what's happening in the world today. Research department, I need for you guys to be on standby for me because I'm trying to find this story. The one with the police officer who was charged with having sex with a lot of the people that he was arresting, and then he got charged with sex trafficking and carried on. I think he was a sheriff or something, been on for 20 something, just on, and now he's sitting up there. He one of the ones having the children and carried on, and then trafficking the kids. Now I really don't care. I can't stand the word trafficking because it's ridiculous. They're trying to make it sound good. He horned them out. Okay, you got these bitches working for you on the street. How you the cop? And in a state where prostitution is not legal, you got the kids out here on the damn corner. And if they're not on the corner, then you done took them elsewhere. Okay, maybe at private parties or whatever it is that you're doing. I'm trying to find that particular story because this just broke a couple of days ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago or so. And I'm trying to see who this is. And we're trying to find the story that is. So, research department, if y'all can find that for me and put up the link up in here, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But we're going to get into a couple of things today, and there's a few things that's in my crawl right now that I am I'm gonna say live it with a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, okay, let's find out what the real thing is. Y'all been paying attention to Florida, I'm sure. And Governor DeSantis down there. Now, y'all know we were just talking about him last week because of the first bill that he has signed. And I'm not sure if it's law just yet. I know there's still, it passed one branch of their state government. It's got to go to the, I forget if it passed the Senate or if it passed the representatives or whichever way. And he put his signature on it. It's not, and carried on to say that it could go to the next round or whatever this is. But y'all know he did the thing where talking about Black history and the curriculum cannot be made or cannot be in a position where it makes white people uncomfortable. Can you stand it? So now we're taking the educational system and we're about to edit it down so that white folks don't feel uncomfortable. Now he went one step further. Was it yesterday or today? Yesterday. Now he done put into this thing to where no one can talk sexual orientation or gender identity. And I think that the proviso is in primary classes, primary schools. I'm going to share this clip. Okay. And wait a minute, what is this? Okay. Not that one. That's the live. Okay, hold on. I wanted to make sure I had the right one. Let me share this page because it wouldn't download for me. So we're going to share screen. Make sure you can hear it. So we got the video going. And this is Florida Governor DeSantis. Okay, y'all can see this, correct?
There's a lot to manage in life right now. Chase Secure Banking is right there with you to help, with the convenience to manage your money from the Chase mobile app. Plus, it helps you spend only what you have. Because you want to get ahead of your expenses and want to get ahead in life.
Okay, give me a minute, honey. We got to get to the commercial.
Chase Secure Banking, helping you get ahead. Open a Chase Secure Banking account today with no minimum deposit.
Florida lawmakers introduced a controversial bill that would restrict the discussion of sexual orientation and gender identity in classrooms with young students. The proposal is being slammed by LGBTQ rights activists who have dubbed it the Don't Say Gay bill. One of the most vocal opponents of the bill is Chasten Buttigieg, a former teacher and the husband of Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. He directed his criticism at Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, saying bluntly, "This will kill kids," adding that this legislation would make Florida a harder place for LGBTQ kids to survive in. NBC Out reporter Joe Yerkeba joins us now to break it all down for us. So, Joe, first of all, walk us through the specifics of the bill and what are the details about it that have so many in the LGBTQ community so upset?
Sure. So the bill broadly prohibits school districts from encouraging classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary grade levels. And it gives parents the right to bring a lawsuit against the school that they think has violated the policy. So proponents of the bill say it's meant to preserve the rights of parents to be in charge of their children's upbringing. But LGBTQ advocates are really afraid of the impact it could have. You can take a look at this statement from advocacy group Equality Florida, which said this legislation is meant to stigmatize LGBTQ people, isolate LGBTQ kids, and make teachers fearful of providing a safe, inclusive classroom. The existence of LGBTQ students and parents is not a taboo topic that has to be regulated by the Florida legislature. So there's a real fear on the part of advocates about this bill.
Yeah, let's talk more about some of the fears and criticism. We know Chasten Buttigieg is a big critic of the legislation. As we mentioned, he said in a tweet last week the bill would, quote, kill kids. That was referencing a national survey from the Trevor Project that showed 42% of LGBTQ youth seriously considered suicide last year. What more can you tell us about the mental health concerns surrounding this bill?
Yeah, well, as Equality Florida said, the bill treats LGBTQ people broadly as a taboo topic that children shouldn't be informed about at all because some parents disagree with who they are. And, you know, as you noted, Chasten, speaking from his own experience growing up in Michigan, he said that kids internalize those messages and it can make them feel as if there's something wrong with them or they don't belong, which can lead to those negative mental health outcomes.
Joe, we know this bill is still making its way through the state legislature. Where does it stand? Do we know what the chances are that it gets passed and signed into law in Florida?
Well, the bill passed through its first House committee last week, and it looks likely to make it through its second one this week. And whether or not it will make it through the Senate is still unclear, but advocates are certainly worried because if it does make it to Governor Ron DeSantis' desk, he is likely to sign it.
Joe Yerkeba, thanks so much for your reporting. Appreciate it.
All right.
Hi, my name is Leah.
And there we have it. Okay. And there we have it. All right. Now, let's unpack this a little bit. Okay. Now, let me go on record by saying this. Number one, I am not one who likes to use the letters. Okay. LGBTQ plus community. The reason why I don't like using those particular letters is because, as you heard, now those letters now have become a political group. Okay, every time you say LGBTQ plus community, it's a statement that now has a whole bunch of political fodder behind it. All right, and not that we don't need the political presence. It's just that I'm tired of it, and so now everything becomes politicized. So, having said that, let's unpack this. Okay. For me, and this is still just the state of Florida doing this right now, but the impact that this can have is that I read somewhere that there's, I think, 6 other states that are adopting similar type bills to take before their state legislatures. Okay. One of the things that I'm having an issue with here, because they're saying that, okay, not to do this at primary school levels. Okay, so we're talking, that's everything from K through 12. Okay, because it's not until we don't get until post-secondary education until you get to college. They may try to exclude high school in this because they may be trying to go K through 8 as far as primary classes are concerned, but we have to look at what the definition of primary classes are. Here's the thing. Now that we are in a progressive day and age, that we have a lot of parents, particularly our Caucasian parents, who are allowing their children to express themselves and their identity. And I'm going on a lot of trans identified students and stuff. We have a lot of parents who are coming around and allowing their children to express themselves at younger ages and carrying on and all throughout school. We have a number of parents now who are accepting their children at younger ages and things of that nature, who are identified with I'm different and things of that nature. So the conversation has to be had. I get tired of folks sitting up wanting to say that, oh, you're taking away my right as a parent to teach my child about this, and this. Let me stop you right there. Because as a parent, you know what is going on in this world. I don't care how you try to shelter your children. You know exactly what is going on in this world. And I want you to take yourself back to when you were kids. See, this is my generation that I'm talking to. Okay. So we are the ones, we're the computer generation, honey. We're the ones that when the computers first became a household item, that's us. We're the guinea pigs on computers. We're the ones that got that know what progression of education is. And we were also the ones that were curious. See, our parents were afraid to talk to us about sex, period. Because I don't know how and why. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because this country is supposedly a Christian nation, and this country believes in abstinence. Okay, how is it that we believe in abstinence and not wanting to tell children the birds and the bees and how this operates and carrying on, and yet we have so many unwanted teenage pregnancies and unwanted pregnancies and this, that, and other. They keep on hollering about abortion rights and carrying on, and the right to choose or the right to lie, whatever this is. You holler about that, but yet you won't give these tools, the children, the tools and the basic information about how the mechanics of sex go. Or, condoms and how to prevent it and this, that, and the other, because sex is a part of life and things of that nature. So, but we won't have those conversations because everybody want to be rigid and everybody want to throw religion behind all this. So now when we're talking about sexual orientation and we're talking about gender identity, which is very, very new into the conversations where sexual orientation is not. Because see, listen, for those of you who got these little badass kids that carrying on, you know what the term fag and sissy and dyke and bulldagger and carrying on, because the kids still use it now. The kids are, oh, that's so gay, as an insult. So they know what the fuck it is supposed to be. Okay? Because we have negative connotations that's coming from your house. going to these schools because the kids are bullying kids over it. You hear it all the time. You heard it in the news report. But there are the children, okay, the alphabet children, honey, are 42 times more likely, okay, to contemplate, okay, suicide. Okay, now that's just the number. Now, they haven't broken down into race and carrying on, because I know for our Black children who have considered or whatever, y'all want to throw us at church and throw us at Jesus and carrying on and this, that, and the other. But you still refuse to deal with the question. And when you do deal with it, for the most part, what you say is, it better not come in my house. You better not bring that bullshit in my house and this, that, and the other. And then you want to throw God on it and carrying on. See, that there is where we falter. If you want to say that we're going to have a comprehensive conversation, I need for you, especially those of you who got gay friends, and it's okay because your friend is gay and they're the life of your party, and they can sit down there and, ooh, they cool and this, that, and the other. Hell, some of your gay friends are some of your goddamn babysitters that you have around your kids all day. But as long as it's somebody else, but it can't come into your house. It can't be your child. Why is that? Because you have formulated in your head what you think your child's life should be. You done formulated in your head what you want for their lives instead of letting them live their own lives. Is that what all this is? Or are you scared of the stigma? Because see, as long as that was your gay friend, okay, and this, that, and the other, oh, he could take care of himself, or he's an adult, and blah, blah, blah. But you don't want the stigma being attached to your child. Or is it simply, I watch what my friend has gone through, and I don't want that for my child. That's a hard life. I don't want that for my child. And whatever the case is, understand this. Life is hard. Just that simple. Life is hard, period. Exclamation point, ... Okay. So what we have to do is prepare our children for everything that is out there. For everything that is out there, we have to prepare our kids. And I'm curious to know something. Now I'm finna throw a curveball right here, because here's something to consider. You will want your child to learn how to fire a goddamn gun and be proficient in weaponry. Yet you don't want to tell them about how sex is. You don't want to educate them about differences in the world outside of black and white skin, or brown skin and pink skin, or olive colored skin, or whatever. You don't want to prepare your child to say, this is what this is. Remember when we were kids and it was good touch, bad touch? Okay. And it was, if anybody touched you and it makes you uncomfortable, if anybody touched you and after you told them no, you're supposed to come and tell somebody, right? Because that's not supposed to happen. Anybody touch you anywhere because how my mama did us, she told her, we a bathing suit or whatever, and she said, anything that your bathing suit covers, if anybody touch you in those places, you let me know immediately. Okay. Now, my nieces and nephews, when they were growing up, okay, they called them the no-no areas, honey. You touch me in my no-no. Okay. And that there became effective. Okay. And carrying on, because now we had to go and investigate, right? And with my nieces and nephews, a lot of them, they were playing and carrying on, hit each other, one hit below the belt and all that kind of shit, So we still had to put that in check. You don't hit nobody like that, and we had to put that in check. Okay, especially when the child said that it happened. So all the time, folks would get checked right then. If they came and come run the tail or whatever, they got checked right then. Okay, so that the kids know that there's a consequence for the action. You understand? So now tying all this into this particular bill, the Don't Say Gay bill. How about that? How in the fuck did we go from don't ask, don't tell to now you just ain't saying gay at all? Okay, now I know that was the military, but I'm just making a point. Okay, we done went from don't ask, don't tell to now this fool down here is going to you can't say gay and things of that nature. Well, what you gonna do when we get to health classes? Because homosexuality is taught in health classes that it is an orientation because of it's called same-sex attraction. Now I took that was in health because they tell us not everybody is the same. You learn that when you learn boys and girls, honey, when you learn the anatomy of the body. Okay, so now what is that? So now, so catch it now, because I want y'all to understand the correlation. We can't make white folks feel uncomfortable, and you can't talk about gender identity and sexual orientation in the schools. So what else is next? Huh? What else is next? Are we going all the way back to girls can't come to school with pants? Because y'all know that's what the uniforms are. Have y'all paid attention to them damn uniforms? I think I said this a long time ago. Have you ever paid attention to the skirts and the uniforms of these schools? Why are those uniform skirts like 2 inches above the motherfucking knee? Those are short skirts. Those girls are literally out there in damn near mini dresses or mini skirts as a fucking uniform. And they don't have pants. See, I've never seen the school uniforms where girls have pants. They all in skirts. Really? So that there is the uniform that you make the students wear, and that's across the country. Okay, that's across the country. So now the skirt done got higher. When we were in school, and for those who had uniforms, I was never in a parochial school or anything like that, but we were on the buses with some of them, and we were on the city bus and carrying on. The skirts was down to the knees. Okay, it wasn't supposed to where I'm getting to see thigh and carrying on. We going to school. What the fuck do I need to see your thighs for? Okay, why is that? So now when we're looking at this educational curriculum, honey, this is something. Now here's another thing that I'm going to throw out there because it just hit me. What is the Secretary of Education saying? That's what we need to go for. What is it that we're going to do on a federal level? Because see, right now, we are in these particular spaces, honey, to where it's getting real gritty. Why in the hell is my light acting up? Because 1 minute my background is looking dark, the next minute you see this wave of light come on or whatever. It might be just the brightness or whatever, and my camera's trying to adjust. Okay. But I'm having issues with this because we keep talking about that we want the curriculums to change. We want the curriculum to reflect real life and carry it on. We have certain stuff that's very touch and go. You're already trying to ban books that you say you don't want kids to learn about. How did we get to that point? Again, this is my generation. A lot of those books that y'all talking about banning and carrying on, honey, we read some of those damn books. So how is it was good for us and it ain't good for your child? Oh, this is not appropriate for this particular age. In this day and age, have you seen what kids are doing now? In this day and age, where the children's toys are already computers, a toy cell phone. When the first time that I saw that, child, I gagged. I'm like, we didn't have no damn cell phone. And that's what shit. We didn't have cell phones when I was a kid, so they wouldn't have did this. Remember, the toys come out to reflect the generation that we're living in, right? When I was a kid, we had Tonka trucks. We had, the builder blocks because everything was all about mechanics. It was construction, or you building the cars. Remember how many of y'all still have model airplanes and model cars or whatever? you know, that you had to either you had to be in a a well ventilated room, or you had to go outside because of the glue. Everybody was getting hot. Remember, that's when we our generation was finding out how to get high. They were sniffing the damn fumes from the glue and shit. Okay. We had Lego blocks and things and all that because it was all about building. It was okay. We had the easy bake oven. We had the kitchen sets to carry on that was supposed to be for girls because girls were the only ones who were supposed to be cooking and cleaning and all that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the toys that we had when we were kids. And now our kids, they coming out with baby computers. They got toy computers, toy cell phones that make all these little noises and carrying on and blah, blah, yakety. Okay, to where now children nowadays they come out the womb damn near equipped to go to court to fight for their own cases and carrying on. They damn near ready to go teach a class, coming straight from the womb. Okay, so in that, for these parents out there who keep wanting to claim that my parental rights are being violated, I don't want nobody trying to tell me about how to tell my children about this, that, and the other. They doing it anyway, especially if you ain't doing it. Are you teaching your children how to tell time? Let's go back to the basics. How many of y'all teaching y'all girls how to cook, since that's supposed to be a woman's thing? Oh, wait a minute, you can't, because half of y'all don't know how to fucking cook. Okay, so where are the skills being passed down? Okay, where are they? So for the shit that you ain't doing, you relying on Miss Brooks and carrying on to do it. You're relying on that. How many of y'all are y'all at home or working from home or whatever? You on your computer. How many of y'all are data entry specialists and know Microsoft Word and Excel programs or whatever? Are y'all teaching your kids that yet? I'll wait. How many of y'all teaching your kids spreadsheets? You're not, are you? You're letting the schools do that, right? Oh, but that's something that you wanted to. You cool with that? You cool with that? But now, when it comes down to history, you don't want white folks to feel uncomfortable talking about the shit that goes on, but yet and still you want to throw up in our face, you know, or not throw it up. What you want to do is downplay what it is. You want us to forget. Oh, that happened so long ago. We just supposed to forget that. Okay. And then we hear stories coming from home about how, you know, your great uncle or your great grandfather, somebody who was lynched or whatever. We know those stories. Okay. When you find out that your grandmama, honey, used to go clean houses and stuff for the white man. Okay. We know the stories, honey. Here, and then of course, now that we got the cops still doing the things that they do, you see it on the news all the time about police brutality here in these streets, and grieving parents are trying to ask the questions, why, what the fuck is going on? Okay. We see it all the time, but yet that's not supposed to make us feel uncomfortable, right? We're to talk about that. We know we're not supposed to feel uncomfortable because you sit up and call us thugs and hoodlums. Okay, that we had to hear that all the goddamn time, but that's not, y'all don't care about our uncomfortability. This fool sat there and said that white folks are not supposed to be uncomfortable. Condoleezza Rice sat up there and said that, yeah, we could teach this, but we should not teach it in a way to where 6-year-old little white boys or 6-year-old little white girls should feel sad or bothered because they're white. Really? Really? But yet we could sit down there and talk about what happened in slavery. You could sit down there and talk about we had to pick cotton and this, that, and that all the time. You can sit down there and still paint swastikas of carrying on and say the N-word. No, fuck that. I say nigga here. Okay, because it's a word. How have we let that word have so much power to where you reduced it to a goddamn letter? Oh, the N-word. Really? You ain't did that with faggot. You ain't did that with dyke. You ain't did it with kike. You ain't did it with spit. You ain't did it with wetbacks. You ain't said nothing about all the other epithets, honey, that are hurtful and harmful. Hurtful and harmful. But that one particular word, honey, y'all have just set up there and reduced it to a letter. And then we as black folks want to, now we want to take the word and say who can and can't use it. That word has too much fucking power for anybody. It's too much power. And that word is what seems to be destroying this goddamn country. Okay? It is destroying it. Between that word and now LGBTQ plus. And then, now catch this. I'm saying it like that because I know if somebody hears this, there's going to be a fucking argument that's going to come out of it and say, see, black folks can't have nothing because every now you want to throw this gay shit up in there. How come every time you talk about black folks, you got to talk about this gay shit? Because if you don't hear the differences, I mean, the similarities in what the fuck the struggle is, it's a damn shame. The problem is to say LGBTQ plus, see, it always has a white connotation because that's who always out on the forefront. Our white brothers and sisters are the ones that keep bumping their gums and this, that, and other. And y'all hear me say this all the time. It's our white counterparts of the LGBTQIA plus who end up in this particular fight. And then it ends up becoming distorted and carried on because now we got to go through fine-tooth combs and understand this and understand that and this, that, and the other. And then the black alphabet children, honey, we're like, okay, we'll go fight for it, but then we don't benefit from it because, see, we still got to deal with the racism inside the alphabets. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're still dealing with a lot of that shit. Okay. So that's why we keep saying the same things, or why on this show, when I talk about it, I will when necessary. Because for me, they're hand in hand because I'm at the intersection, honey, of both. See, I'm right there at the intersection. So what? So now what? And you got this fool with this particular bill, the don't say gay bill. And now you're going to tie everybody's hands. The religious writers finna get involved in this and be like, okay, yes, you know, we finna to get all the Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve comments and carrying on, and not Eve and Yvette, you know, comments and carrying on. We finna get all of the rhetoric about, oh, we don't need to talk about transgender because the children are going to get confused. Let me tell you something about kids. And y'all keep saying how much the children get confused. Children don't get confused. They don't get confused like you think because they ask the questions that they want to know. When they have a question, they ask, don't they? You're the motherfucker that's confused because you don't know how to explain it. And then you don't want to pick up a book. You don't want to read. You don't want to read the newspaper. Who reads the newspaper now? You don't even want to watch programs or whatever that will help you and educate you on what the hell is going on. You can't go to your pastor because your pastor's going to tell you, oh, that's not godly. So now what? But this is what's going on in our world. And you want productive citizens. You want rich, productive citizens, honey. When these babies grow up, they got to know how to navigate through this world. They got to know how to navigate. I remember being a kid, and I remember my mother having a conversation with somebody, and oh no, scratch that. I don't got. Let me use a better example. Let me go to Good Times. How many of y'all remember when Walona and Florida got into the argument because it was time for Penny to learn about sex, but Walona didn't want to teach her because she felt that if I tell her about it, I'm going to end up telling her what to do, and then that's going to make her want to go out and do it. No, it's not. And then when Florida was about to tell her, remember that episode? Bologna walked in, and then they end up getting into an argument, and then Penny got sexually assaulted outside. And still, Bologna still didn't want to tell Penny what was going on. And Florida had to make a girl go talk to that baby. Go talk to her and explain it to her that it could be beautiful. And otherwise, she's only going to have this in her head of what this shit is. And I'm using that because, see, oftentimes I think that's where parents are. You going back to what you found out about sex, you trying to put what you did as a whole, for those of y'all who became hoes, okay? You became a hoe, so now you think that if I educate my child about it, they're going to become a hoe too, okay? Newsflash, honey, sex is sex. Sex is sex. The body is designed to respond to stimulus. Okay? Once they find out what it is, and after the first time they have sex, it becomes a need. Catch it. Catch what I just said. Sex is both, it's a need and a want at the same time. Why? Because up until you learn about sex, honey, your body got to go through its hormonal changes. But the second that you become sexually active, whether it was a good experience or a bad experience, the body then becomes regulated. For men, this is why one of the reasons why men's sex drive is so high. Because men need to ejaculate in order to regulate their hormones. Just like women have periods, men have to ejaculate every so often to regulate their goddamn hormones. Yes. That's why the blue ball syndrome is real. If a man does not sit down there and ejaculate, his body becomes out of whack. And if it goes on too long, this is where wet dreams come from. I said dreams. It's wet dreams. I said dreams. But this is why men have wet dreams. Because the body responds. And for a man or male child, that's a requirement so that the body can get regulated. And you don't want to teach your children this. You don't want to teach them that there's other people in this world. Just like you had for those of y'all who are religious, oh, I'm Baptist, oh, we don't believe in Baptist, honey, we Kojic over here. Okay. Or that's Jehovah's Witness over there. Oh no, we Seventh-day Adventists. Now you can talk about all of that as differences. The Catholics are over here. We know Jews and Gentiles, Catholics and Protestants. Okay, what the hell is a Protestant, honey? Okay. Okay, that's all we know, right? But that kind of understanding how different the world is okay. But you are afraid. And see, here's the other thing that I think what gets in, and let's be real. Let's be real, because see, I really believe that when that DeSantis is talking, when he said primary education, see, oftentimes we get this whole bullshit of you think that talking about it is going to be in a way that's going to be just salacious, and that is a whole big recruitment thing. I'm losing my numbers, but that's okay, because I knew once we get on this subject, so every time we talk LGBT, you know, or whatever, everybody want to run. I don't give a fuck, okay? Because we gonna get over here. Because see, I need for y'all to get this. I need for y'all to understand. See, just because you don't want to hear it does not mean it's not nothing to talk about. And when you don't talk about it in a comprehensive manner, then we get into bullshit to where now we got to go and we do more fighting than we do talking to say, listen, this is why I don't like this, because I feel that it's too early for the kids to know about understanding. Where if you take sex out of it, we're talking about attraction. We ain't talking about sex. I'm not, the whole idea of gender orientation, sexual orientation and gender identity. We don't talk about sex or the mechanics of sex. Come out my motherfucking bedroom, goddammit. You're not invited there. We're talking about what it is to be here in this world. Okay? How about this? Wait a minute. I came across something. Let me bring you up in. I came across something just today.
Hey, guys.
And I forget what school this is, but the young man is an elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
And they were drawing, did a little artwork. They did a little art.
Okay.
And the little baby sat up there and painted. He did a rainbow, right? And on one of them, he got a little umbrella. And up under the umbrella, he wrote, "It's okay. Gay is okay." That's how he got it. Gay is okay.
He had some good parents somewhere.
Wait, okay. The teacher put it on the wall, right? Because the baby did the picture.
Right.
Well, somebody had sent the kids some balloons to the child.
Yeah.
Did you know the principal took all them damn balloons and popped all them motherfucking balloons?
Now that's the hateful shit right
there.
They
got it on, and it became an issue because they got it on tape that the principal fucked up the balloons. And it's like, well, why would you do that? Then they say, wait a minute. Then they say that the teacher, was it the teacher? No, not the teacher, one of the parents. Somebody, I'm fucking it up. Somebody came up in there and set up and said that having that drawing up there on the wall was a parent. Mm-hmm. That drawing up there on the wall was just the same or equivalent to somebody putting a swastika up there.
What?
Yes.
How do you get that from that? Listen. Go. And I understand that some people are just mean and hateful, and others are just confused in the way you were brought up. They brought you up to believe that it's wrong, and blah 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 blah, and you can't come out of that.
Right.
But if, like we always saying over here, soon as somebody say they gay, the first thing come out your motherfucking mouth. Well, the first thing that pops in your head is what they do in the bedroom.
Right.
So I need to know. Do you want us to know everything you're doing in your bedroom?
Oh, go right there.
Because I'm not gay. I'm not telling you shit about what go on in my bedroom. It ain't none of your motherfucking business.
How about that?
I didn't have to announce to tell nobody that I was straight. So why, when somebody is gay, is always this big ass goddamn deal?
Okay.
You just automatically was attracted to who you was attracted to. So if you're automatically attracted to something or someone or whatever the fuck it is, why is that your business?
Right. Okay.
Too many kids out here killing themselves about shit like that. Y'all better stop that bullshit.
Exactly. I just found it. Hold on. Let me share it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this thing. I think I might have sent to you yesterday, but I ain't sure. But I'm trying to find this thing. It's going to crank you up and teach all at the same time.
Okay. Y'all can see this, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Video at Oglethorpe Avenue Elementary School. Take a look at this. It appears to show the school principal stabbing balloons sent to the school in support of a student who created LGBTQ artwork in class.
Well, now, legal action. The community says this is the latest incident in a string of inappropriate behavior from school administrators. CBS 46's Savannah Louie explains from Athens.
I spoke with the attorney for the family today. He tells me that the family is frustrated. They're angry, and they're hoping for answers from the school district after this video, which they say is very upsetting.
An elementary school's colorful delivery completely destroyed. Video at Oglethorpe Avenue Elementary shows Principal Dr. Bipul Singh stabbing this bouquet of balloons sent to the school in support of a student who drew this artwork hanging in a classroom. A rainbow flag with the words "gay is okay."
There is a slew of other issues that need to be addressed.
Attorney Jeffrey Jackson is representing the student who drew the artwork. The problem began weeks ago when this art was removed following a parent complaint, but grew worse when assistant principal Sandra Scott compared the artwork to swastikas, according to a teacher involved.
Vice principal, is my understanding, explains to the teacher in the presence of the principal that this student's artwork that says gay is okay is basically sending a similar message to Nazi swastikas.
An audio recording between the teacher and the principal addresses the comment.
The comparison between the flags and the swastika, I think, was extremely an ignorant comment because they are just very widely different.
This is just such a coincidence that I had a conversation with Ms. Scott about swastika
right
2 hours before our conversation. The history of swastika is different.
Right.
History most people know.
The community's angry. The parents are angry that nothing's being done.
Families will speak at a school board meeting Thursday, hoping for some sort of response from the district.
They pay tax dollars for their child to attend school, and this is kind of the treatment they're getting.
Reporting in Athens, Savannah Louise, CBS 46 News.
We did reach out to Clark County School District. We are still awaiting a response. Once we get that, we will update the story.
Okay.
He should be fired. I don't care, black or white, he should be fired. You are spreading hate. And at school is where their minds are molded, most of it. Because you spend more time at school than you probably do with your parents. Because even if you go home, if you got parents that work and stuff like that, the school, the staff, the administration and stuff of the school spends more time with your kids during the week than you do. So they are molding your mind. You don't know what's going through that child head. You don't know if the child was saying they was gay or not. What they might have just been saying, they might know somebody or see it in their home or
Right.
whatever it is, and they want to let everybody else know it's okay.
It's okay.
Why would you shut a child down? That shit just don't sit well with me. Like, you are an educator.
Right.
Won't you go educate yourself? So, because there was no problem with his artwork.
Right.
There's no problem with his artwork. But had there been, or if something would have come up in the future, y'all need to educate yourselves so that y'all can handle when something may be wrong.
Right.
Because if somebody comes to school, and the baby might have a little bit of flick in the wrist, and now the other kids is teasing him, you gonna fault him? Because that's what I see out of it. And I might be looking too far into it, but that's what I see. I feel like a child who may be gay or struggling with their sexuality or maybe struggling with what they may see at home or whatever, they don't have a safe spot at school. And that ain't right.
Right. Well, that's real good because see, and for most of us coming up in that environment, if when home wasn't the safe place, because I'm looking at me.
Right.
In the earlier stages of all this, honey, Daddy was always,
my boy,
very homophobic something.
Right.
He was, oh my God, honey. Oh Lord, honey, he had number little sissy. Okay, my daddy's what was sissies and punks, honey.
Yeah, because remember we had that conversation before, like where me and Red come from. Punk didn't mean that. It meant like you were scared to fight. When we said stop acting like a punk, or you hear a bunch of people from Philly always say, I ain't no punk.
Right.
Now, I didn't realize until you said that it wasn't the same everywhere.
Right.
So knowing that, somebody from where I'm from might be saying that and be offending somebody from somewhere else. Now, I'm pretty sure the gay people in Philly understand it because that's what we use. If you act like you were scared of something or scared to fight, it was like, stop acting like a punk. But I know I used to always cringe when they would say the F word. I can't stand that word.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my cousin used to say it all the time. He said, I'm a whole motherfucker out here, and I will still fuck you up. And he did.
Okay.
But all you motherfuckers who knew my cousin Lenny, you motherfuckers was fly as shit all the time, every day, all day, weren't y'all? Because couldn't nobody boost better in the city than my cousin Lenny.
Okay. So, Chad, so that's what we're dealing with on this particular level. and etc.
I sent you something else. It wasn't the funny one, but even the fact that this kind of stuff is happening is just so weird to me. Now everybody want to know the curriculum. Well, bitch, give us one.
How about that? Okay, how about that?
People had to get educated. They had to get educated. You fearing something that you don't understand. And why do you need to?
Okay.
Like, all you need to know is we people. If you got us as Black people fighting with our LGBTQ plus community, our Black LGBT plus, they got more than one fight. We all got these separate fights. We got the fight of, if I'm a Black woman, I got that fight.
Okay.
Right? Then the males, y'all got the Black man fight because y'all always got a target on your fucking back. Then you get an extra target up on the back of your motherfucking head for being a part of the community. That's not... Yo, and y'all know I ain't never on no kumbaya shit. I'll be ready to fight. I'll be ready to fight. But these things we had to come together on. It's the same as when they was treating us like shit. They still do it now, but it's a little different. But the same thing our elders and stuff had to fight for us to be able to walk down the street, for us to be able to do this or do that. Now you want to tear down your brother or your sister because of what their attraction is? What do that have to do with you? He's still going to get pulled over in a motherfucking car. And if it's a white cop that don't give a fuck, he still would kill him because he's a Black man.
Right. I think I just found it.
Like, get y'all shit together. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves. And I'm just waking up.
Okay. Did y'all get on? Y'all get on.
My damn nerves.
Okay.
My damn nerves. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Is JoJo in here? JoJo in the room yet? Or has he been?
No.
I saw his picture up on TikTok. He fully vaccinated. I meant to ask him, did he get his boosters and stuff? I gotta go get my booster. I think I'm gonna go do it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I was looking for this other story for the DeKalb County deputy, honey, who was arrested.
For what? What he do?
Sex trafficking.
I know you lying. The deputy.
We're gonna jump ship, honey.
He look like this or he look like this?
He one of us.
Jesus.
I know we still got that stigma, don't we?
Every time I watch the news, I ain't gonna sit up here and pretend white people, the ones that I know, y'all know I know and love y'all and care about y'all. But I do. See, this is the difference between us and racists and shit.
Right.
I can tell you when I do shit like that because I do it. Every time something crazy happen on the news, the first thing I think is, Lord, please don't let them be Black.
I know. Because a lot of times it's because it's like, now here go one more thing that they're gonna say that we about.
Like, as somebody has said before, how, you know, when we hear serial killer, we don't usually think us. And what people don't realize when they say, well, we had the DC sniper. The DC sniper was not really a serial killer, and I'm gonna tell you why. He wasn't a serial killer because he strategically was shooting random people so that when he shot his ex-wife, it wouldn't look crazy.
Okay.
That was a plan.
A deputy charged with sex trafficking and rape has been fired. He is in jail without bond tonight. And Channel 2's Audrey Washington spoke to people who've known the deputy for years.
As soon as I showed Willie Moffitt the picture, he immediately recognized the man.
Of course I know him. Yeah, he grew up in the community.
Moffitt told me he's known DeKalb County Sheriff Deputy Derek Gardner and his family for 15 years. He said his heart dropped when he found out exactly why the 34-year-old is now behind bars.
I never suspected anything like this going on with this young man.
So how shocking is this then?
This is very shocking.
Sunday, DeKalb County Police charged Gardner with a number of serious offenses, including the trafficking of persons for sexual servitude, child molestation, rape, and aggravated sexual battery. The sheriff's office told us they terminated Derek Gardner's employment. He's in this jail with no bond.
I never seen any signs
abuse. He's always been a mild-mannered person.
Monday afternoon, I did some digging and found a recent Stone Mountain address listed for Gardner. This is what happened when I went to the home and tried to speak with a woman who answered the door. Hi, Penny's out here with Channel 2. Stop coming to my house, thank you. As for Willie Moffett, he told me he still can't believe what the person
you can't blame him.
So long is now accused of.
Yes, very sad.
And within the last hour, we got some new information in this case. According to DeKalb County Police, a second person has been arrested in connection with this case. That person is charged with cruelty to children. And we will continue to follow this story and bring you any updates. Right now, we are live here in DeKalb County. Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action News.
So now here,
how, why, like,
and that's the question, because see, we're sitting up here talking about these child, they're trying to give you pointers that, you can look to see if at children, if they look distressed or whatever, they could be being trafficked or whatever the case may be. If you're at an airport, blah 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 blah.
They're giving the little codes and all kinds of stuff. If you're being abused, if you're being
How is it that you are the law enforcement officer with the baby?
That's why it's able to continue. It's able to continue because people like that, people in high places, the rich motherfuckers with the money and all kinds of stuff, you stealing people kids and you destroying their life. You destroying their minds. Because even if they get to come up out of it, they ain't never up out of it.
Right.
There's a special place in hell for y'all.
I'm trying.
I'm glad you right in the motherfucking jail that you be locking motherfuckers up in.
How about that? Okay. How about that? Because
and I hope the motherfuckers that you locked up find out exactly what you there for. It's back in the day. Remember back in the day, they said they called them short eyes. That's how the guards would be able to tell the motherfuckers on the block what they really there for. Short eyes. Yeah, I hope they scream as soon as you get to the block.
Okay, right. Because I got it. I'm like short eyes, but when you think of the child with the
child,
yeah, but when you make a short eye, it's a stick with a dot, yeah, and I was like, oh, I got it. Okay,
and it's just like, so you just don't give a fuck about nobody, huh?
Right.
You don't give a fuck about nobody. Because how can you call yourself an officer of the damn law? Sorry, y'all, this was wash day for me. But how can y'all call yourself an officer of the law and you trafficking somebody's kids? So how do you go out on an Amber Alert, sir? Do you go out on Amber Alert to take the kids back to their parents? Or that's some motherfuckers that you're trying to put on through your little pipeline?
Okay, I cannot. Let me go to these comments. I haven't put none of these comments up. And we finna get it let's see what's up in here. Hey, Road, what's going on?
Hey.
Yeah. Michael Perry, how are you, Meech, baby? It's one of them nights, honey. That's awesome. Congratulations. Hey, love. Thank you, Barbara. Good evening, Bigster. That's the buck over there, honey.
Hey, brother.
Can't stand that mother Smurfer. He is both ignorant and arrogant. Okay. Quint says, hey, Quint. Okay, what's up? Shaking my head, honey. Okay. The princess is up in here. Hey, Meech, what's going on,
hey,
baby?
Princess.
Okay. What you say so, Meech? Exactly. Children have thoughts of their own. This old school way of thinking must end. Exactly. I can't with DeSantis. Okay, who can, child? Who can? My mother told me about, my teacher told me about Maurice. People scared of black men. I thought, I still think, who would be scared of sweet, loving Maurice unless they did something unless they did something. It is stupid. Okay. I noticed that. Yeah, Mike, you noticed that about the skirts, about the uniforms, that them damn skirts are so goddamn high.
What
Have you
happened?
paid attention to school uniforms?
What we talking about?
He put that up there when I was talking about the school uniforms.
Oh,
Okay. And if you look at school uniforms now, the girls, they don't wear pants unless it's in the winter.
Lily do.
They sit up there and they got them in skirts, but have you seen the skirts? The skirts are mini skirts.
Lily's skirt go down to her damn knees, and I bought her the ones that have the skirts up under them. Now she does have the regular dress, but Lily has on tights every motherfucking day. Dress, pants, whatever. She got her tights on under there, and then now that it's winter, she be wearing her little riding boots. She thinks she's a superstar. But yeah, I bought her dress thingies and the skirt thingy a little bigger because you know how to be having now since most of the kids don't like to wear the belt. They got that little inside belt thingy.
Yeah.
So I pull those, but yeah, I bought the ones that have the skirt in them, and if when it's time for her to go to middle school and shit like that, and they still went, baby, she will be in pants. Or she will have on a skirt with some tights under it.
See, if we're too scared to talk to each other, we're going to ruin society, and that serves nobody. But I do think girls have to stop dressing like hoochie coochies because you know how boys think. Okay.
Well, there's two sides of that. Like, I never dressed like a hoochie coochie, but I never condemned nobody that did either. Because, yeah, we know how boys think, but just in these same conversations, just because you look at her and you see her, she's sexy or whatever it is you thinking about, whatever, you still got to learn how to control your goddamn self.
Now, this goes to, but see,
she ran up to you and grabbed your dick in a goddamn, when you got on some damn gray sweatpants, then what?
Now, here's where it is, because see, this is what part of this discussion was. Just before you came in, I was making the comparison with the school system and the educational system, because we're in this hot spot, honey, to where the Florida governor does not want sexual orientation or gender identity.
I know.
And so now what we're looking at is basically sex education being redone or remodified or whatever. Because when we were in school, honey, in health class, in every grade,
we had health and gym. We had health one. We had gym either 2 or 3 days, and health the other. That's how we had ours.
Right. In the health books was when we learned about gay, what gay was, because they told us that. Now
I don't remember even learning about it.
I do. I do. Now I got it in junior high, and I got it in high school.
Well, I didn't get to go to public school until I got to high school. At nor Claire Muhammad or Most Precious Blood or Our Lady of Fatima was they going to be teaching us.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't know the ins and outs about it, but I knew that my cousin was gay, and I knew that a lot of my mom and both my mom and my aunt's friends were gay. So it wasn't there was never no big deal about it.
Right.
To me.
Okay. Next thing you know, they're going to say that women and people of color can't go to school. Shaking my head. What kind of country is this? Listen, okay.
Because they didn't already do that to us.
Right. But if they keep trying to scale back, trying to go to these archaic shits or whatever, all in the name of, whatever. What the fuck is this? That you can't talk about race or nothing, and you can't make white people feel uncomfortable. That is the dumbest shit.
That's the most part of his shit that I struggle with. You don't want them to feel uncomfortable, and why? I posted a question the other day on my TikTok. I said to our white friends, our white loved ones, the ones we care about, not the ignorant motherfuckers, not the racist motherfuckers. Y'all can all just go jump off the nearest building as far as the fuck I'm concerned. I don't give a ass. But for the people that we care about, know colleagues, friends, loved ones, family, have you, and my question was, have you ever had the conversation with your parents or your grandparents about what their part was when we were struggling during civil rights, or however old the elders are in the family? Have you ever had that conversation to see what side were they on? And if they were on the hateful side, get in their heads and find out why.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that conversation? I had a few the Caucasian people hit me back, and a lot of the ones that did hit me back, it was like people saying, you know, their parents are already gone, you know, blah blah blah. And so then I went to a part 2. I said, well, okay, my white friends, when y'all next time y'all all get together, how about y'all have a conversation about it?
Right.
Because this is the thing, for the ones that we love and we care about, a lot of times they don't want to have them conversations either, because they're hard.
Right.
Those conversations are hard. Like, if you know in the back of your mind that your daddy was out there with them white sheets and shit, you don't want to have a conversation, but you should. But you should. And go have a conversation with them. See if you can understand them. You might not be able to, especially them old ones. They
Right.
just they hate because somebody else hated, and that was just the shit. The same thing we talk about with regular religion. This is what we taught. This is what it is. You ain't never questioned it. You never allowed your mind to open up enough to question some of the stuff.
Exactly.
It's like that thing we always say, Meech, when they say, don't question God. But then when something happened, they say, oh, go take it to God.
Right.
Nigga, can I ask him or no? Can
Right.
I ask him or no?
Because if I take it to him now, you know I've got to find out.
I got questions.
Yeah.
I got questions, Lord.
Right.
So those things, those conversations got to start being had, because nothing's going to change. People thinking shit is funny because some white people who may not even think racist, I ain't talking about KKK racist, but because they've grown up in a world where they didn't get to see it hateful the way our parents and stuff.
Right.
So they take light of things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I just saw a thing today, came across my For You page, and it's white people out in the cotton field picking cotton and laughing. And I was easily triggered because I remember those about 4 years ago when we were riding down to Savannah, and we stopped because once you get to a certain part of 75, all the fuck you see is cotton field, fucking cotton field. And we pulled over the rental car, me, Keisha, and Cole. Cole was in the backseat sleep. Me and Keisha got out, and we picked some. And we didn't even really say nothing to each other, but both of us just started crying.
Right.
Because my finger got pricked and everything. And I was like, this is so fucked up. They did this shit from sun up to sundown for hundreds of years. And it was like we got so full, like we could feel the spirits of the ancestors where we were. So to see today somebody playing in a cotton field like that really fucked me up. I think that's probably why I really needed to go to sleep. I had to take a nap, y'all. I was in pain, but I was really somewhere else. That shit fucked me up. That was definitely a trigger for me. You know, people playing so much. You think it's okay to say nigga and all that old stuff. Go ahead, say it around me. What they say, like about my kids, I'm a smile in my mugshot. Same go for that.
Okay.
Want to?
Okay.
Some of this shit just be fucked up. Love you too.
Okay. We have to find a creative way to have uncomfortable conversations.
Yes.
Now say that, Avery, because that right there.
Yeah, Avery.
That right there. And we have to have uncomfortable conversations in a way where we allow folks to be heard.
Right.
We don't have to like what they say, but they need to be heard, and it has to be done in a way where it's going to be respectful.
You know who could head something like that?
Who?
Gary Owen.
You know what? Yeah.
He could.
Yeah.
Because Gary, there's no, hey, Buck, there's no mistake. We know Gary love us. Right? He said he always knew since he was a kid. It wasn't no big old thing to his family. They knew.
Right.
But Gary is not one of those white guys trying to be black.
Right.
He's white and he just loves black women. That's just his choice. That's his preference. And if you listen to his comedy, he does that in his comedy. Like, you know how everybody always joke about how the black church is so long in church, right? And I remember the one scene.
That's what.
The one scene when everybody was like, he said he thought it was disrespectful to say stuff during church because a lot of people be, especially if you come from one of those Catholic faith or something like that, it's very calm and surreal. It's stand, sit, kneel, and they ain't making a lot of noise. So he said when he first went and people was like, preach on it. Hallelujah. He said, I thought it was disrespectful. He said, I got offended. And he said, but then when I saw everybody doing it, he was like, oh, you could say something? He was like, I'm going to say something. Like he had got so excited about it. But, but it was coming from a real place.
Right,
like
right.
When he talked about the dessert and finding out that it is sweet potato pie for us, Gary. It's not pumpkin pie.
Right.
But he's coming from those places of finding out and being able to be like, all right. That's
okay.
Oh, okay. Me asking my grandma about picking cotton. Ooh.
But you got to know how to work to do it. Was it hard work? Yeah. How you think, look, here's a light there. That's the road like that. That's the two roads. Yeah. Okay, the others is on the other. If you say it on that side, you got that two four. Yeah. You carry these two up, come back down on them two.
Did it have thorns in it?
Yeah, the boys got little things in it. Yeah. Look, but you get used to picking cotton, you pick it. You know how to pick it.
But what they used to do with the cotton when you pick
Make cotton clothes.
Oh.
What you think they did?
I don't know.
Oh, they made cotton clothes. That's what cotton do.
So y'all picking cotton for who?
The people went on the farm.
So the people on the farm on the cotton field.
Yeah. Cotton field and come in town and pick you up and get you to 3 o'clock in the morning.
What? From what time? What time would they pick y'all up?
3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh no. And then what time y'all be finished?
Oh, about 5. If the clock come up, we leave early today.
To about 5 in the afternoon?
Yeah.
From 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
And was you doing it for free or how much they was paying?
Nothing. That little bit of money that now.
What it was back then?
If you didn't pick no cotton, you didn't have but a little bit of cotton, that you get that little bit of change.
And how much was that?
Sometimes it wouldn't even be $100.
What? All them hours?
Yeah. You do that if starve. Now which one gonna do? Starve or work?
Wow.
I work like a dog. This is what I do. I lay up here and think about what I done. God brought me through. I go back when I was doing all that work and cotton you plant.
Yeah.
It's got seeds.
Right.
And I used to go to the field with my mom. You chop cotton. That's chopping it differently. And when you do it the other, you bunch cotton, you do it differently. I know all of the tricks. Don't want them. Because I'm doing it. Oh, Lord. All the work I done, I lay up here, Jesus was been good to me.
Yeah.
He brought me
4 rolls of cotton.
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all know my ass while I'm listening. I'm over here. I done Google about 4 different cotton companies.
Okay.
Y'all know that good MBA I just got is in marketing. So I'm going to the About Us because I need to see you damn CEOs. I need to see y'all. I want to know, are you giving any money to any Black nonprofit organizations.
Oh,
But
okay.
do you have any shareholders that look like me? Because there's one here in Blue Ridge, Virginia. This one I'm in now is the Carolina Cotton Company.
Oh, okay. The Carolina.
Mountain, North Carolina.
Okay.
This established in
Right
December 2012. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let me read all about them now. I don't know how they only just established in 2012, but the Carolina Cotton Company is a fabric retail store proudly located at 227 South Battleground Avenue in historic towns of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Though established in December 2012, we have over 50 years of experience and hundreds of valuable connections in domestic and international textile markets. We use our vast experience and industry knowledge to hand select each item in our store. Our selections are based on quality, value, and customer demand. Okay, so we specialize in a premium quality cotton, 100% cotton fabric for quilting, crafts, fashions. Our stores also offer quilting accessories and stuff. Okay, so they're telling y'all about what they do with the cotton. Let's go. Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge. Welcome to Blue Ridge Cotton Company. We are located in downtown Blue Ridge, Georgia. Here you will find quality apparel, affordable prices for the entire family, and much more. So I'm trying to figure out, are these cotton companies apparel companies? I want to know the cotton manufacturer companies. That's what I want, y'all. Because I need to know who owns stocks in there. And is your stocks public? Because I need to buy some. You know. Because I just don't feel, I feel like, remember when we was talking about what would reparations look like? What would reparations look like? Well, we could start with the motherfucking cotton fields.
How about that?
And we can start with those goddamn tobacco fields and those sugarcane fields, those indigo fields. Let's start with that. That's way into more enough acres, ain't it? Because if I recall, when y'all claimed slavery was over, and then what's the name got his ass in there after Lincoln was killed, and then he took back the motherfucking land that he gave to the slaves and gave it back to the white people. So why we can't have somebody just take the shit back? That's what we can do, right? That's how that worked, right?
That's how it's supposed to work, yeah.
You took it, you gave it to them, then the next man came and took it back. So where's our person that's going to stand up and take it the fuck back? Y'all talk about reparations. If y'all gave everybody 20 acres in a motherfucking mule,
well,
instead of 40.
Well,
if just those industries alone. Here, I don't know how many they got in the other down south states, but shit, like I said, going down 75, when you hit a certain point, that's all the fuck you see.
That's it.
And in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, and I don't give a fuck who don't like it, I don't feel like no white family should be able to own any cotton plant, any cotton fields, any motherfucking tobacco fields, any sugarcane fields, or any indigo fields. Y'all know they use the indigo flowers to dye things this royal purple that we love so much.
Right.
Where is that okay? So
exactly.
that's where it goes back to people talking about some black people asking for handouts. Well, all you generations of white people who benefit from those companies that I just named, those industries that I just named, you've been getting a handout for hundreds of years because it didn't belong to you. And I say it didn't belong to you because you didn't work that damn land. Hell, you didn't even know how.
That part.
Who invented that cotton gin to make that shit go faster?
Well,
you didn't even know how to do shit.
Not a damn thing.
But we came even in bondage and showed you how to abuse us.
Ooh. How about it?
We showed you how to abuse us. But then And this be the biggest one for me, Meech.
What?
When you like to hear the racist white people say, "Oh, black people are lazy." Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. That okay. Don't okay.
How come we weren't lazy until our ancestors said, "Fuck y'all, we ain't working for free no more."
Right.
Then all of a sudden we lazy because we won't work for y'all.
Shiftless, no good Negroes.
And then when we build our shit up, then you want to come and burn our shit down.
Either burn it down or steal it and claim it for your own.
Steal it, claim it for your own, burn it down. Oh, let's not forget you're building parks and you're putting lakes and shit over top of our whole towns. Come on, Central Park.
Right.
Come on, Lake Lanier.
Lake Lanier.
Listen.
Sure.
I know that y'all never thought that we would be this smart. And this is another thing too, going back to the stuff with the schools, Meech. Baby, let me tell you something. Yes, your kids need to go to school to get the social skills and shit like that. But I promise you, if you ain't teaching your kids, you're going to have to deprogram your kids every motherfucking time.
Okay.
You need a lesson plan for the weekends to teach your kids about who they are.
Right.
Like when Lily was here the first time, I used to have her, like, I would find the little shorts, the Black History shorts. Like,
yeah.
Those are good for little kids because they're not that long. They're easy to explain and stuff like that. Like you have to teach your children who they are. You and parents, hey Avery, South Carolina had plenty of cotton and sugarcane fields and abundance of slaves because South Carolina has a lot of flat land. Exactly. Like I'm saying, Avery, even if we only took 20 acres in a mule, you can give me 20 acres in a Jeep Wrangler. I don't give a shit. I forget what a Jeep Wrangler, but a Jeep Commander. You can give me 20 acres in a Jeep Commander because then you're going to have to get it to almost everybody in my damn family. So we're good. We'll have the 40 acres. Don't see, and that's the thing about us as a people too. Don't be greedy. Get you and your family and your community together.
Right.
Where we can say, okay, so here's the deal. Y'all promised us 40. Okay, because your family done split off now because we all grown. So I need 20 acres and my sister needs 20 acres and my brother needs 20 acres. You know what I'm saying? We're good. Because y'all should not have the right to own it. And make sure that we're staying all the way down here because although we're not technically in slavery, you still will always be financially above us in those areas. You know, and I give it up to the people who are making it. We showing and we making a difference, and those different Black Wall Streets are coming back. But we got to make sure that what happened in the past don't happen again. Yes. And that's the thing too. That's why I like the mass incarceration, Avery. The mass incarceration, you are locking up so many people, and the punishment does not fit the crime in most cases.
Right.
In most cases. And like Red said, remember we had that debate before when we was like, well, when we said if you've served your time for your shit,
okay,
and you tell me, but because they a felon, they can't vote. Get the fuck out of here. Do they pay taxes? They pay taxes.
Yes,
if
sir.
they got a job and them taxes is coming out their job, why the fuck can't they vote? Because they need to be able to vote to help with the prison reform.
Well, here's the whole thing of this, and I really need to get someone on here who's in the system, who has worked in the system, higher up, not just a PO or anything. I need somebody who's higher up, a warden or something.
My baby sister just became a major in the prison system.
Okay.
It just happened a couple weeks ago.
The reason why I say this is because we need to understand why is it that prisoners are still imprisoned. See, if I've done the time, you know the song, you don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Yeah, don't do it. But if I've done my time and paid my debt and you release me, why is it that I'm still in prison? Because now the record is there.
Won't nobody hire me.
Companies won't hire me. You take away my vote. Well, they start to do a little different now to where, you know, prison now, after so many months, what they can
take, go take it off. Yeah, we need to find out that information because it's a lot of people who need it. Because once they've been told, oh, you a felon, you can't vote.
You can't vote.
They ain't looking for it nowhere else.
My whole thing is, why is that? Why would you take a see right now? Voting is my way of making sure I get the shit that I need. How do you take my voters' rights from me? Now I understand when I'm on lockdown or whatever, I can't vote because
if you in jail or you in prison, okay, you can't vote. But once you come home and you back in society, you got a job and you paying taxes. If I can't vote, then motherfucker, you can't have my taxes.
Right. Hello.
I'm a citizen. I work. I pay taxes. Why the fuck can't I have some say what's going on with me?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to think about what about the states? Because now I know it's different in every state.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be because I remember when we were younger and I would hear the older people be mad. Sometimes they go to jail and get all this damn education. We got to pay for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they've taken that out of a lot of the prisons.
Yes, they have. And
that means that's not a rehabilitation.
Right.
Because you've helped them no kind of way to be able to come back into society, which we know that's not what you want because you keep closing the schools and building more prisons.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that y'all want that door to revolve. That's why y'all don't help them. Or you'll let them go to a halfway house and put all kinds of I thought the halfway house was supposed to be a place to help them re-enter society.
Mm-hmm.
But you still treating them like they locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, just keep them where the fuck they at.
Where the hell they at? Mm-hmm.
Like I remember when we was younger, my mom used to go like for family members and stuff like that. Like actually where Redman is now. And
oh, I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that.
Education in some states have removed gyms. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank God, Redman and them, they do have it. They have stuff on the block, and they have they go out to the yard, and they got the gyms and stuff in it. Because the inmates and stuff will be hurting each other with the weights and shit.
All right, bud. Good night.
Okay, love you.
I need to talk to you. Something ain't right.
Yesterday. Mm-hmm. We had one of these yesterday, me and him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you guys, if you didn't know, his mom is feeling better. He said she up at the thing cussing all the nurses out. I said, well, that means she's getting better then.
Right, okay.
When you got the strength to cuss them out, baby, you're getting better.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they take, you are keeping them as animals. You're making them worse.
Right.
As animals. If the prison thing was set up to rehabilitate you from the crimes that you did, where's that?
Right.
Where's that ever been for us?
Right.
Because if you look at like I remember I used to look at until all this shit happened with Redman, I used to look at all that prison shit. First 48, locked up abroad.
Let's listen up. Administrators want you.
What, you about to put something up on the screen?
Yeah, what you just sent me.
Oh, okay. And overseas and some of the prisons, even when they claim to be the hardest ones, right?
Right.
They have like the women with the kids, they cooking. The families can bring them their food because first of all, prison ain't fucking cooking them shit. So they families is bringing them food and stuff like that. It's just different.
Right.
It is different.
Pre-K pause. Teachers and parents, let's listen up. Administrators want you pull up a chair too. Heard about this trash education bill that Indiana's trying to pass? The Hoosier State's trying to pass House Bill 1134, and it is an incredibly dangerous doozy. Now they've tried to amend the bill a little bit. And here's the thing, you can polish a turd, but it doesn't make it any less shitty. So let's dive in. Under this bill, educators are banned from teaching anything on divisive concepts. What does that mean though? Anything on gender, race, ethnicity, religion, color, national origin, or political affiliation. So goodbye to all history, social studies, and government classes. No longer can we teach lessons on how terrible the Holocaust or slavery was. We can't learn about any of the amazing civil rights leaders we had. Scratch that, or the civil rights movement at all. Because we wouldn't want students to feel uncomfortable. Teachers, let's discuss lesson plans. You thought they were hard to turn in before. But now your lesson plans for the entire next year are due on June 30th. So the parents can review them and make sure they're appropriate for their children. That's right, teachers, you want to do a lesson plan on winter weather on December 10th? Better know the weather 6 months in advance then, because it needs to be on your lesson plans by June 30th. And good thing global events don't happen that we have to teach about in class, like COVID-19, because if we couldn't see it through our crystal ball on June 30th, we can't do lesson plans on washing your hands correctly, or sneezing and coughing in your elbow, or just trying to keep your kids healthy. Speaking of your students' health, let's talk about their mental health. So if a student comes into class and they're upset, maybe they got bullied on the playground or their grandpa died, and they want to talk to their teacher about it? No, it's not about homework, lesson plans, or academics. Teachers cannot discuss it with their students without written consent from their parent, of course. That didn't seem dangerous at all. Trust me, there's much more in this bill. And if a teacher violates any of these, they will be fired and lose their license. Now, I'm sure if this bill passes, there definitely will be a mass exodus of educators. Indiana, what the pre-K pause. Teachers and parents, let's listen up. Administrators want you pulpit chair too. Heard about this trash education bill that Indiana's trying to pass?
Okay, it just started to repeat.
Yeah. So and see, that's what we said. Remember we said the safe place. The school is now not. Remember when we were kids, if something was going on, you could be able to go to school and talk to your counselors or your teacher. Hey, bro, to talk to your counselors or your teachers about what was going on.
Right.
So now you need a parental consent to talk to my child. But if my child is being harmed, bullied, whatever, in any kind of way, unless I tell you, you can talk to him, you can't. But what if I'm the person doing it?
Right.
You took away, y'all trying to take away the safe space. I remember, y'all know I work with at-risk youth and stuff like that in the schools and stuff. And you know that some kids get maybe more love and comfort and stuff at home than others.
Right.
So that's like saying I couldn't sit there and talk and be an ear for the kids who needed me unless they mom or dad said so. But when it's your mom and dad the one whooping your ass or abusing you or whatever the fuck.
Right.
How does that even make sense? Like
it doesn't. It doesn't.
You know, I love to say now, I'm an educated woman, you know. But apparently I'm a little ignorant somewhere because this shit don't make no damn sense to me and I can't figure it out.
It makes none. It makes none. It makes none. But
the child, you're taking away everything that a child may need to feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not just talking about the history and stuff that they want to take out. We're talking about their mental health.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Let's do this. Okay. Let me take a little commercial break because the next one, the white father and son.
Oh, the one we was talking about the other day when they tried to pull another Ahmad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Hold on. Let's take a short little break. We'll be right back, y'all.
Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570. Hey, you want to be a part of God's plan? Look at this angel. That's right, the shine, the sheen. You can only get that at Royal Extensions. Hit us up at Royal Extensions, www.royalextensionsatlanta.com or IG Royal Extensions 20. If you want to have the same thing as God's plan, you get it right here at Royal Extensions.
Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. All right, and we are back. We got a birthday. What's up, fan? Happy birthday to me, 58 today.
Hey, Coach
Ben?
Ben. How you been? I ain't seen you in a long time.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
I'm trying to tell you, play the little one I sent you right quick. I think it's about 16 seconds, but it's funny, and we're gonna need it.
Okay.
It's funny as hell. That was the one I was looking for to send you with that first one that I had just sent.
I hate to break it to any of you homophobic Floridians.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Wait a minute. We're gonna share this, y'all.
Yo, he funny as hell, and it's like so much to it's just truth.
Okay, can y'all see you?
But I didn't get any kind of LGBT indoctrination in school, and I still ended up gayer than a creme brulee dildo covered in glitter. So good luck. I hate to break it to any of you homophobic Floridians, but I didn't get any kind of LGBT indoctrination in school, and I still ended up gayer than a creme brulee dildo covered in glitter. So good luck. I hate to break it to any of you homophobic.
When I saw it last night, y'all, I tell y'all all the time, I be on TikTok, but I don't get on there till the middle of the night. And I had already took my wig and stuff off, so I couldn't duet it or nothing. But baby, I was in my bed hollering. And it's the truth. Like, what the fuck do you think you're gonna say when if you teach about sex education, homosexuality, or heterosexuality? You're not making their choice. It's already there. They're attracted to what they're attracted to, and they're going to be attracted to what they're going to be attracted to, baby.
Okay. All right, let me go back. I'm trying to get to these comments. Hold on. Right here. That's all effed up. Bill, these people make the bill, don't really care about the kids. Okay.
They don't.
Right. Listen. A lot of this shit here is basically to make adults feel happy about something, and it's a political agenda on top of it, because a lot this particular bills and carrying on that this man is trying to bring forth, and we're not even in Florida. That's the whole thing. The impact of what can happen in Florida can shake this world. I'm gonna tell y'all, when I was back home in Michigan, Governor Engler, when he sat down there and done away with the mental health hospitals and carried on and put them folks back out on the street, and were like, they have family, let them family take care of them. Do you know that right after he did that, what was it, 6 months to a year, that became a national policy, and that's why we have a lot of homeless folks who have mental health issues and carrying on. That's why, and that became. I would never forget when the government decided to. Who was president then? Was it Reagan or Bush Sr.? Whoever it was, and they decided to make that the law. It was a Republican president. And made that a federal law, baby. I howled. Okay, I howled. Whatever. Remember kids. Okay, you said remember kids. Yeah, we have to remember the kids. Integration was the whole thing. Yes, it was the whole thing. But the whole thing of it is about integration is that we have to, a lot of times now, most of us are looking back on it like that was the worst thing to happen to Black folks, because we got so busy trying to integrate that we forgot our own businesses. And so now we lost businesses. We lost land. We sold the land not knowing what the hell we were doing, and for the most part. So yeah.
I always say that I've always felt like that was the wrong choice, because I felt like we were, as a people, because I was born in 70, but as a people, we were begging them to take our money and accept us, when all we needed to fight for was equal shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because y'all see it. We know that we can do it. We've seen it. History shows us. And our educational institutions.
Right.
Come on. Those distinguished men of Morehouse. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Our historically Black colleges let us know, baby, y'all ain't learning nothing different than what we learned. We might be learning a little bit extra because we learn about us when we there.
Right. Okay.
Y'all better be lucky I couldn't find no HBCU to get this doctorate in.
What you say? Don't respond, but hey, y'all.
Well, too late. Hey.
Right. Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles. Hello, says Thomas. Oh, you know what? My uncle used to say that.
What?
Not to say hello to him. He would be like, hell is low.
Okay.
He would say it all the time. Anytime somebody would say hello to him, he'd be like, hell is low. Don't say that shit to me. I'll be like, well, damn.
Okay.
Well, hi then.
Okay. Integration was hurtful. Okay, in my opinion too. Mm-hmm. Okay, Bell Hooks move. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Oh, you talking about move from Philly? 1985. We was there, baby, when Wilson Good blew up that whole motherfucking block. She's talking about the move members.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That poses a question. I know we got to get to our next topic, but I really want to take time one time and let's give a whole show to why is it that every single Black organization gets either listed as a terrorist group or the FBI start watching them.
Mm-hmm.
If you go all the way back to Marcus Garvey,
mm-hmm.
They had so many files and stuff on Marcus Garvey. Then, like, people don't realize that the Nation of Islam was started like in the 30s. In the 30s.
Okay.
Well, they know that because what y'all get to see is from Malcolm X on up.
Right. Okay.
Malcolm didn't join in 1952.
Right.
There was 20 years of that, and they were small though. They were like 500. Y'all know I do my damn research. I'm a documentary motherfucker, and I listen to documentaries going to sleep and everything. So this stuff is in my brain.
Right.
But way before Malcolm ever joined, they were investigating Elijah Muhammad already.
Okay.
They were already investigating him. Anytime a Black organization group came together they were always on the watch list. Their stats,
Okay.
you know, like they said, the Hebrew Israelites, any kind of little, and some of the shit do be kind of cultish. I'm not going to, you know, it might not start off that way, but the fuck.
Right.
But why does it take a whole bunch before you go into like the Latter-day Saint shit?
Okay.
That's the cult. Y'all can call it Christianity all the fuck you want. Those elders and stuff is marrying them babies 12, 11 years old. Remember when they had the big old thing and all the people up and stuff like that? They don't really want to talk about those things. But every time a black organization comes together and it's for our good, then all of a sudden we on the watch list.
Right.
We can trace that all the way back to 1920s and all of that shit. And I'm sure they had papers on the shit from when the slaves and shit was revolting and shit too, but they ain't gonna never give us those documents.
Right.
Hey, brother.
What's up?
What's going on, baby?
What's going on? There's always controversy or some type of espionage, genocide, you know what I'm saying, homicide, correspondence with political doggone refuge and overthrow that goes on within the spiritual realm of this world. Whether, you know what I'm saying, it's like you don't understand, like there's always somebody trying to doggone match up a Christian against a Muslim and a Muslim, you know what I'm saying, against Protestants and all that. They try to make it.
It's the Muslims and Jews that's always fighting, but they brothers.
But you know what? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, exactly who are the Jews. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So then you got to remember this. What's the difference between a Christian and a Catholic besides Catholics get transferred when they do dirt?
See, listen, and I know later he gonna make me regret always loving when he comes into the room because he be so on. How many years? I'm still trying to figure out how that shit it'll come to the news. Y'all ever see when the priests do some fucked up shit, and you know they done found out about how long he done did it.
Right.
But it go in and out the news like that. Because y'all didn't fire him, y'all didn't prosecute him, y'all put him in another parish.
Right. He transferred.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you said that, what's the difference between a Christian and all of that stuff falls under Christianity.
Right.
Yeah, but they always try to make so many differences out of it. You know what I'm saying? You got one of them is fish don't fry in the kitchen, and you got one, necessarily holy. Come on.
Yeah, that's baby. But you in there like this, where you like, hold on. Wait, what'd he say?
Yeah.
He said something?
Yeah, he's shaking it.
Okay.
Right, like.
Did this nigga just spit on me? What?
Or does it sound like he having a stroke?
Or here's another one, especially for the Catholics. All right, Catholics, we on y'all today.
And God,
what? I don't mean no harm, but if I did some shit wrong, I'm not gonna go sit on the other side of a door and be like, look, red on the other side of the door. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 99 years since my last confession. Y'all know I went to Catholic school, so I know the shit too. And you tell me to go do 10 Hail Marys and 2 Our Fathers.
Right.
So I couldn't just go to God and say, God, I'm really sorry about the wrong that I did. And I'm asking for forgiveness. I can't come to him myself.
Because too many organizations try to build their how can I say it? They try to build their connection between God and the people through a man. And they and they try to build a pathway to worship the man when we're supposed to be worshiping God.
And I could have swore that, you know.
Oh, disclaimer. That's right here at Passionate Riders Outreach Ministry. We'll be in the streets visiting places and doing it and holding these spiritual conversations in the places where the Lord is always at, because you don't need 4 walls to have a church.
Come on.
Okay, so we will be out in the communities helping everybody here at Passionate Riders Outreach Ministry. No, I'm just letting you know that. You know what I'm saying? Disclaimer. Back to you.
I was only going to say that. Listen. All right. I just felt that. I really felt that.
Did they get in your crawl?
He got all in my crawl. And see, and please understand that don't mean if you this, we're not going to help you because we don't believe the same thing. That's not what's going on over here.
From bean pies to chicken thighs, I will rise.
I got some labels in the refrigerator right now. What you talking about? No, like, okay, so shit, Red done made me lose my train of thought. Go ahead.
It's your fault. Stop
that train. Well, I'm going to share this next story.
Okay, because this fucked me up. I sent it to all of y'all too. I think I sent it to everybody.
We got the copycat going on.
Yes.
This here is the bullet in the truck.
What?
Did you get the story with the lawyer talking now? Because the lawyer has come to represent the young man.
No.
He's already, oh baby, they on it. I sent it to you.
Story says from CNN. This is dated for February 10th, 2022. 2 white men were facing criminal charges after a black FedEx driver alleged that he was chased and shot at while delivering packages in Brookhaven, Mississippi. When he called the police to report the shooting, he says he was told by the dispatcher that they had just received a call about a suspicious person in the same address. DeMontario Gibson, 24, told CNN by phone he was delivering packages to a home around 7 p.m. on January 24th when he saw a white pickup truck coming from the house behind him. The truck started approaching Gibson and blowing the horn at him, Gibson said. The van was driving. The van Gibson was driving was a Hertz rental van that had 2 large Hertz stickers on the back, Gibson said. Gibson's attorney, Carlos E. Moore, told CNN that Gibson was wearing a FedEx jacket, shirt and pants, but the vehicle had no FedEx markings. Gibson said he thought he was in the truck's way, so he tried to leave, but the truck swerved around him and tried to cut him off. At that point, my instincts kicked in, and I swerved around him as he is trying to cut me off to avoid getting stuck in the neighborhood, he said. Gibson said, as he drove down the street about 2 or 3 houses, a man in the middle of the road pointed a gun at his vehicle and was mouthing and waving at Gibson to stop. Gibson shook his head and said no to indicate that he wasn't going to stop, and then hid behind the steering wheel while he swerved around him. That's when Gibson heard at least 5 shots and heard the bullets hitting the van, according to an incident report filed January 25th by the Brookhaven Police Department after officers met with Gibson and his boss. As he was leaving the neighborhood, Gibson said that one of the managers called and he told the manager someone was shooting at him. She told him to get back to the station as fast as he could. The truck, now with both men inside, chased Gibson out of Brookhaven and to the interstate, Gibson said. According to affidavits, Gary Chase was driving the truck chasing Gibson, and Barbara Case was Brandon Case was the man in the street pointing the gun at Gibson. Brookhaven Police Chief Chris Collins confirmed to CNN that Gregory is Brandon's father. Brandon Case was charged with feloniously attempting to cause bodily harm with the firearm and a deadly weapon by shooting at the occupied vehicle with Gibson inside, according to an affidavit provided to CNN by Brookhaven Municipal Court. Get it right. Signed January 23rd. Gregory Case was charged with unlawful and felonious conspiring with Brandon Case to commit aggravated assault by attempting to cause bodily harm to Gibson. The affidavit signed February 1st states. Vicky McGee, dispatch supervisor for the Lincoln County Sheriff's Department, told CNN that cases were booked and bonded February 1st. Brandon's case was bonded $150,000, and Greg's case was bonded at $75,000, Maggie said. In a statement to CNN, Moore said that he thinks Gibson was targeted by the cases, both white men, because he is African American and he simply was doing his job as a FedEx deliverer in full uniform, which he was chased and assaulted by gunfire. Moore said, we have to believe that they should have been arrested and the charges needed to be upgraded from conspiracy and shooting into a vehicle to attempted murder. Because of its roles were reversed, he had done this to them, he would have been immediately arrested for attempted murder and gone to jail at the same night. He wouldn't have been allowed to wait a week to turn himself in. Wait a minute, they waited a week? Damn. CNN reached out to the attorney for Brandon case and Gregory case, but has not yet heard back. How about that? Huh? I'm not going to read the rest of that because it goes into the story. Okay. But
not just them, but FedEx has some responsibility in this as well. So I think what was the reason why he had the white truck, if I'm not mistaken, he's one of like independent contractors. You know how you can just drive,
right?
But you still get the uniform or whatever. Remember how I'm always screaming that we need the magnets for when we go to travel if we don't want to drive our cars? I feel like FedEx and Amazon and stuff like that should have those magnets for those cars for those people who are driving and not driving the actual trucks. Now, I ain't taking up for these motherfuckers because I think they tried, like I said, I think they tried to do another Ahmaud on him. But what if you ain't got no FedEx van, right?
Right.
And you get out your car and you come into my door. Now, he says he's delivered there before. I'm just playing devil's advocate because I think this shit is fucked up, and I think they asses should already be locked up, and them bonds they shouldn't have one. That's why I really feel. But I'm just saying, if you in a plain white vehicle, FedEx, Amazon, all of y'all had to be more protective of your employees because a lot of them are doing independent contract. So
well, not only in the independent contract, a lot of FedEx turnkeys are renting those fleets per month.
Right, that's true.
Because they don't have enough vehicles to cover what they got going on at that turn.
Exactly, and all the more reason why. Okay, you can't.
Some of those are not independent. Some of them drivers are not independent. They just didn't have extra vehicles.
They just don't have the trucks. Okay, so all the more reason. I didn't even know that, Red. So all the more reason.
I just found this. I ain't trying to cut you off, but what you're saying makes so much sense. But I'm not trying to cut you off. The reason I only have that information is because I just recently spoke with somebody where they were trying to fire him for having his firearm in his book bag with him while he was working on the truck. But this is all the more reason why you should allow them, because you got FedEx people delivering packages up to 11 o'clock at night.
Exactly. And we damn sure know Amazon do it, because a lot of times, remember I was talking about that before, I was messing with Princess. I'm like, well, what? Because I live close to this motherfucker over here, y'all put my shit in the front when y'all first pack in the truck, and then I don't get it till when the fuck y'all about to go back and turn the truck in? Because my packages be coming 10 and 10:30 at night all the time. And my thing is scheduled to be there between 2:30 and 10 p.m. The fuck, Amazon, damn.
Holding your hostage in prison.
Right. So if they don't have enough vehicles, then yeah, that's all the more reason why y'all need to have those magnets with FedEx signs and stuff on them so that people can see. You know what I'm saying? You're putting them in danger.
If you are qualified to carry a doggone weapon, concealed weapon in the state that you are working in with FedEx, they should keep a copy of your card. They should keep a copy of the card on file for that particular driver if they choose to carry their weapon, because just that type of situation right there, he could have stopped a lot of that, and he didn't even have to shoot at them. He could have shot.
That's right.
He could have shot in the air. The fact that he was returning fire would have stopped that entire situation.
Exactly. But like you said, they're putting them in danger. They're out there. They might have their uniform on, but they don't have a truck that's letting people know who they are. So who's to say somebody else? I really think this was racially motivated. It ain't nothing nobody gonna be able to tell me different. But who's to say that you see, you know, some white people scared of the big black man? He looked like a little boy to me, but you know, or to them, all of y'all is 8 feet tall and
Right,
whatnot. So you see some black man in your area that you feel like they don't belong coming up into your door. So if you got that mindset, you might not think he a FedEx driver. You might think he's out there trying to do some wrong shit.
Right.
You know what I always wanted,
this is on y'all too.
Nick, you know what I've always wanted to happen at least one time. Just one.
What's that?
I've always wanted to own a beautiful piece of property. You know how you can purchase property and things, and you don't have to go into the residence area.
Right.
The people don't even know who owned it. They just paying it to a service. I would like to be one of those owners of one of those $1 million homes, and I happen to say, well, let me go out here and change the flowers in the front this year to yellow roses. And I be out there and they come out and say,
what you doing here?
Nigga, who are you doing? What are you doing here? And I'm putting flowers in front of my home, and I appreciate you paying your rent on time.
Thank you. Because this eviction notice could come up real quick.
No, I wouldn't even go through all that. My conversations are always short and sweet because the most sweetest thing in the world is leaving them in the thought process of you paying this nigga every month.
Right.
You move.
I'm not gonna tell you to move nothing.
No, they're gonna move, but they don't like the facts. They're gonna move.
Because what I'm saying, but people talk too much, but when you talk just enough, you won. This ain't checkers no more. It's chess.
Absolutely.
Just move one time. You don't have to doggone skip across the table and capping and collecting stuff. All you gotta do is slide to the left. Checkmate.
That's it.
Because ain't nothing worse than a racist ass motherfucker feeling like one of us doing better than them.
Yeah.
Because they feel like that ain't never supposed to be. They could be, and it could be some of the ones that's like trailer park gutter snipe.
And if you call
you got that mentality, you feel like we
I'm gonna tell y'all this now so y'all can be ready. Cupcake right here, 3 the hard way.
Right.
Somebody ever say boy or nigga or anything derogatory to us and we out in the restaurant, y'all better stand up and get ready to walk out. Because I'm gonna walk over to their table and I hope to God they got food in front of them and I'm gonna stir their food up with my finger.
Okay.
Y'all know what I want to do? I want all of us, especially we got to get meat. I want us to all know how to use the firearms and all kinds of stuff and all, you know, everybody had a firearm. I know my sis back there, she ain't playing no games just like I ain't. And we know Princess to let you know when the motherfucking heart beat, bitch, I will shoot your ass. Do not play with me. I want something crazy to happen and we like having a meeting or something like that. We having a Passion Riders meeting. Y'all know how we be at the big tables, right?
Right.
And somebody white say something foolish.
And all of us lock and load.
Yeah, all of us, if we don't do that, but all of us just take them out of everything and just sit them up on the table, but real hard, like.
Right.
And you hear one of them go clack, clack, and then they go around like a formation.
Yep, and then say, do we have a problem?
Do we have a problem?
Oh, okay. I thought so. So go back over there in that corner where you belong and mind your business. Thank you.
Baby, I'm writing that scene in the Money Family Business because I need to see that. And I hope it happened in real life because I just
because they think everybody's scared.
They don't understand.
Back in the day, we a whole different breed. Yeah, I will shoot you and put the gun right.
I'm not whites only pie. Go behind the counter and get that pie.
Yeah.
I turn around and get
white only pie.
You hit me first and I was self-defense.
Oh, these are white only pies. I walk right around the counter. These right here and stick my finger and start
eating. Stick your finger in them. Yo, I don't want it anyway because y'all don't use enough seasoning and shit.
Right. Okay.
White only pie.
Bland food having too.
I'm allergic anyway.
Right.
And why they speaking on black folks, that's why majority of them on welfare now. It ain't black people.
Come on, and they been that way.
And
they've always been the majority.
And they always use us for the doggone what to talk about it. Like it's overwhelmed. And when you look at the doggone statistics, What happened? It ain't us.
It's always them. They've always been the majority using the welfare system. And understand this. Remember when they set the system up and mama couldn't have a man or husband at home to be able to get those benefits, but they get them as a family.
What it was about. That's what it was about.
But they get them as a family, husband and wife. Husband and wife.
Tearing the black man down so he could not be in the home.
So he couldn't be in the home. That's right. But yeah, they and catch this. Whenever they go for family benefits, the benefits are in his name, not hers.
Yeah.
Because they go in the exactly. You can't have no man, or you remember. I remember it was a time when people was like really scared. You couldn't. They was telling people they didn't know who their baby daddy was.
Okay.
Because you know, if you put it on a paperwork and you get in some kind of welfare, then they looking for his ass to lock him up.
Okay.
Because or put him on child support or whatever. He may be a damn dope bill, or he might be bringing the money home in cash. I don't fucking know. But they couldn't even tell who your damn baby daddy is because you out to get him. You try to get him one way or the other. You don't want him here, but you need to know where the fuck he at. Bitch.
Okay.
Here's a disclaimer on cupcakes, okay? So as a cupcake working for the government and dealing with people's let's just say top high priority cases or whatnot, and people want to believe the statistic that is black people. I get more white people that call me for capital crimes that you wouldn't even believe what I see on an everyday basis.
Yep.
Every day, every phone call I get is maybe what? Out of the phone calls that I get, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 black people are paying tickets. But when we get to these high collar like molestation and child abuse and theft and robbery, it is not black people. So let me just put that disclaimer in there. So if y'all want to do that, I can research.
You know how long you've been down here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I first moved here, the first county I moved to was Gwinnett County. Okay.
Okay.
When I moved there, and then people were calling me like, "Hey, you live down in Atlanta now? Where you stay at?" And I said, "I stay out in Gwinnett in Lawrenceville." What you think the first thing they said? People that been down here before.
You know what, Erie?
Okay.
You out there with all them white people.
Uh-huh.
Now I want you to put this together. I've heard that 100 times in my years of living in Georgia.
Yeah.
You live out there with them crackers.
Yeah.
But I bet if you go on that laptop you got right there in front of you, y'all pull up on the computer, the doggone county and city with the #1 crime rate in the state of Georgia is Gwinnett County.
That's right. Okay.
The #1, the top crime rate.
Little tidbit for everybody out there.
For y'all who think y'all living in White Folksville and got it made out there, no, leave your door open and see what happens.
Leave your car door open and see what happens.
Yeah. Pull up at the gas station.
Go to the gas station.
Okay.
You're going to be looking around like, oh, this is a nice suburb. Help! Your car gone.
For those that like to get out the car and leave it open while you're
okay.
All right.
Ciao.
Comfy, cozy. They still snatching purses in Gwinnett.
Not snatching purses. Damn.
Yeah, they old school up there. That's why I said I got a wish a nigga would sandwich waiting for you. Go ahead. I
got to fuck around and find out.
Okay.
Put that on the menu. Y'all heard what my sister said. She got the wish a nigga would.
Hey,
I got to fuck around and find out.
I got something for you, Nikki.
Go ahead.
This is an example of one of our meetings that you were talking about. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, yup. I want it just like that. Just like soon as they say, something nigger.
Okay, yeah.
And we're gonna be so disciplined because we ain't gonna say shit. It's just gonna be like
lay them all on the table.
That's good.
And then have founder like clack clack.
There you go, man.
Okay.
Okay,
keep talking. I gotta run back to the bathroom.
Okay.
Man.
Listen, we are sick of these fucking people.
Because I posted that picture before on Facebook. I said, I just left from board meeting.
Okay. I love for all our meetings to look like that. Like, listen,
Yeah.
Because then look, my co-founder gonna say, "Now I wish y'all niggas would." I'm gonna say, "Now come on and fuck around and find out."
Because I got a whole hot heat for you.
Hey y'all, I might get that put on a patch.
You're right.
P-Riders, fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out.
Hey, I'm gonna need some instruction from you.
Okay, what you need?
Okay. I gotta use the computer in order for the music to play clearly, right?
I don't know because I can't go live from my laptop for some reason when I'm on TikTok. So, or have I? I was like weird.
Okay, what I'm trying to figure out is this. Okay.
Mm.
It looks to me like they doing a double camera thing.
Oh.
You ever notice that when they DJing? It looks like
they might be on one and looking at everything else from another one.
It looks like they probably, to me, it look like you can see them per se. It's like maybe the phone over here doing everything, but you can also see them on the laptop camera.
Yeah, that might. I never even thought about that. I never even thought about that.
Just think about how they look. You know what I'm saying? When you scroll through there, it kind of almost look like they on two cameras.
I'm gonna make sure I do that tonight too to say so we can make sure see what's going on.
Because I really want to do that because I want to go live. I want to go live when we're doing this.
You can. I was live a couple times when we do that. I'll be talking to them and talking to y'all.
So I want them to see us.
Yeah, because you can share the screen. I think you should be able to share your screen or set up the camera behind you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's ways. We're gonna figure it out, honey. We're gonna figure it out.
All right.
I am tired. It's only 11:20.
You know what? I'm sitting up here. I'm drinking all this damn water.
Me too.
And carrying on. And y'all say I keep doubling down and shit. But I'm also in this particular space of, okay, I think these damn stores have become exhausting.
They are, because I get so upset when we have to talk. I get so upset because it's like more of the same. That's all the more reason why us as a people can't be divided into sub shit, because every time there is something that we need to tackle, they so busy worried about the sub situations that we can't move forward as a whole.
Right.
Like I said, we talked about if we was able to fight to be like, okay, what we say, Lincoln gave the slaves they shit. Then dumbass came back, took it back. Why we can't have somebody come take it back? Give it to us. You ain't got to give me what I said, Red. You wasn't there. I said, y'all ain't got to give us 40 acres in a mule. You can give me 20 because me and my siblings are all grown. So which means you're going to have to give me 20, my sister 20, my brother's 20, and all that. And we all in the same place. In your household, they got to give you 20. They got to give me 20, all kinds. You can give me 20, like I said, 20 in a nice Jeep Commander. There go my mule. But under no circumstances should any white person be able to own a cotton field, a sugarcane field, a fucking tobacco field, or what I say the flowers is the indigo fields, any of that shit.
Or watermelon.
Now, you know what, Cupcake? I'm glad you said that because they had a thing on the Breakfast Club the other day. Something else that they turned around and made derogatory because they didn't know how to make money from it. When we didn't have shit else, but we had a little patches of land, we were growing watermelons. It's good for you. It's the best thing for you, keeping you healthy, and black people were making money from it. So what do the white people do?
What they normally do.
You turn it around. Listen, I'll be a stereotype all day, bitch, because I'm going to eat my chicken and my watermelon. Fuck you.
Because it's good. Nah,
it's good.
We know how to season it. And we know how to keep watermelon on point. So hi to them.
And remember they said when they used to send the kids up north and they would put them on the train and stuff, they would fry them the chicken.
Okay.
a couple pieces of watermelon and stuff in the little brown paper bag.
That's the grandmama word road pack.
Right.
Exactly.
But they
you know
took that
what?
and turned it against
And
us.
let's continue with that, because see, this is why, a lot of folks don't know, the whole stereotype of chicken and watermelon, like you just said, why that was associated, because we could not eat in the restaurants. So whenever they took long trips or whatever, and they had to drive and this, that, and other, fried chicken holds.
And that's why so many of us don't care about
fried chicken lasts the whole trip.
That's right.
And you can eat it cold and it's still good.
Cold, you can eat room temperature, but then the heat from driving through the south,
you
bite into a piece of watermelon and it quenches your thirst and revitalizes.
It's the best thing for your system.
Right.
It give you all the nutrients you need.
People gotta understand everything came from something, but it didn't have to come from something negative.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Everything that we use as a positive thing, and like I didn't know. I knew about us taking the trips, and like that's how we had to do it.
Right.
But I didn't know until the other day that we were actually flourishing in that business of selling watermelon as well.
Oh yeah.
So, hey, I'm finna make Meech laugh right now. Meech, this is old school.
Well,
do you remember the grandma tin tower? That stack is made out of tin, and it's stacked, and the chicken be on one level,
yes,
and on another, and they close like this, click on the top.
Yeah.
Ooh. These folks ain't living, baby.
The original lunch boxes, the original lunch boxes.
Right. Okay.
Guess what? If y'all look at like African movies and stuff like that, y'all know I'm always looking at them, right?
Right.
They still use stuff like that, where there are different layers in the thing, and it's something different.
Something different on each one.
At each level, yes.
Mm-mm.
Hate
Okay.
us so much. Why do you want to beat us so badly? You hate us so much, but you want everything we do about our life to what you want to do.
And I ain't
just say hi real quick.
All right. Oh, I am so glad. Hey, how you doing? You came up there. Thank you, Lord. I was going to say something. Look.
She came to get some ice for her water. Cold. Just hold it.
Yeah, hold my view. Look, check it out. All I know is, since TikTok came out, I have not seen so many Anglo-Saxon derrieres.
Okay.
Lack thereof, you mean?
With the strippers. No, they got stripper tails.
Oh, because they've been getting all the whatchamacallit done.
They squatting and collagen and all that stuff.
Did y'all see the one where it's like a whole slew of Caucasian women, and they all like red? You see the one where it's like a whole bunch of white women. They're like, "I love you, black man. I love you, black man. I love you, baby." And all the black men is like,
okay.
Or the one with the little girl say, "Yeah, we want this," and she got like a little caption up there, say "black man," and then at the bottom she said, "But we don't want this," and it said "white boy." The first boy come up, he black. He said, "So we're just gonna respectfully decline your offer." Wait, he said, "We're gonna respectfully decline your offer. Maybe some of our Hispanic friends will take you up your offer." And then a Puerto Rican boy come on and said, "No, we're gonna have to decline this offer. Maybe we send you over to our Asian brothers." And then the boy, I don't know what he was, but he was Asian. He said, "Oh no,
that is
the Asian guy sent it over to."
Well, the
Asian guy said, "Well, maybe our Egyptian brothers to take it." The Egyptian boy came and said, and then no, this was the shit. It went back to the white boy. He said, "Hell no, we don't want your ass either."
Why you get turned down by all the nationalities? God.
I'm gonna send it to y'all. Yo, can you? No, you're not banging on no ice. Go get ice out the ice tray then. No, I'm on the air. Get it out the ice tray instead of out the bag. But when I saw that, I almost fell out my bed. But because when it came all the way back to the white boy, he said, hell no. We want your ass.
But at the same didn't know, but like they hate us. But steady, yeah, you want to do braids, and you want to do hair weave, and you want bigger butt, and you want bigger boobs, and you want to go get your lips injected.
I remember when I was a manager for and I hope she sees this episode because boy, I was I was a manager for what is now Golden Corral. It was Ryan Steakhouse.
Okay.
Okay, I used to be a store manager for them in Illinois. This redhead, freckle-faced girl, I knew her from somewhere else she worked or whatever, but I knew her before she came there, and I got her the job working with me.
Right.
So once she get the job and everything, but I knew, you know what it was? I knew her husband. He was struggling trying to find a job, little knucklehead nigga trying to get out of the streets. Got him a white woman that made a half-breed baby. You know, that type of thing. Okay. So one day I got her doing a dry storeroom. I get shorthanded on the floor. I said, let me go back here because there was only 6 boxes came in for dry store. Don't take long to put that up.
Right.
I go back there. She in the dry storeroom undoing the last box, talking about some, well, help me, can you grab the boxes? And it's not like I said, yeah, let me grab these boxes. I said, I need you to hurry up and get out on the floor because you're the vet. You're my vet here, you know what I'm saying, that know what to do. And I got a bunch of girls out there that's new. You know, so she was like, okay. So when I reach over to grab the boxes, she give me a reach around and push me against. Okay. She give me a She do the reach around.
She reach around,
and then push me into the doggone thing, trying to get all up on me, talking about some. You know, can't nobody get in here because you in here. You the only one with the key.
Slapper.
She was trying me up in the dry storeroom vigorously. I mean, really trying me like let me show you what this mouth do. Like they're trying, you know. And I'm like, oh no. Right. So I was like, okay.
The caucasity of it all.
Okay. Right, but I got up out of caucasity. I love that word. But look, I got up out of there, and now here it is, and we close it up. Who picks her up? That kicks it with me while my people cleaning up? Her husband. Now he come in, hey, what's up, man? Hey, man, I appreciate you. Man, you put my wife on point. You gave her this and that, man. He said, I didn't think you were able to do it, but you said you give her a job. She came right in here and started the same day. I was like, looking at him like, bro.
First of all, he might have told her to do it.
Bro, I'm just looking at him like, no, he was one of them niggas that's real jealous of his wife girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
So I'm just saying to myself, like, okay, she know how he is, so a lot of his behavior is because of her.
Mm-hmm.
And now I just felt like she was so wrong for that, knowing that I had built some type of relationship with her husband.
She was wrong for that period.
I'm like,
she was just wrong for that period. You on the job, you at work, that's your boss, bitch.
And then she didn't know I was allergic anyway, because I don't do white meat.
I hear that. Like some of this, it's just.
If she
like the lady that I had to do the.
If that girl would have sucked my dick, I'd have need a whole bottle of Benadryl.
Every night I gotta prove my love.
Yes. Now, so I remember the lady I had did the duet with, and the lady was saying her man tell her she act more like a black girl than a black girl do. You remember that one that I did?
Yeah, I got a problem with them people.
So,
okay. Yeah, that's my disclaimer. Hold on. I don't have a problem with white people. I got a problem with them white people.
Right.
Oh.
There's a difference.
There's
a difference.
Not all of them. Some of y'all cool is wine. Like,
if you think about it, in 3rd grade, my first best friend, as knowing what a best friend is, that you hung out with every day from school, after school, during the summer, was doggone Ricky. And that was my dude, okay? The little blonde haired boy in the black neighborhood. I'm the only one hung with.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we always make that disclaimer anyway. We always tell everybody we're not talking about the ones we know, love, our colleagues, family.
No, I had to say that because, you know, I'm telling you, it's not just, I'm going to tell you something y'all don't know personally. I agree. Not just because my wife was saying something, but something was said to me yesterday that make sure that I say that, because somebody that been knowing me a long time made a statement like that to me, and I had to get on them. Matter of fact, there's somebody that ain't got no, you shouldn't be making no statement like that, because he in dead anyway with somebody on the show. But what I'm just saying,
Don't get me started.
He made this statement.
Don't get me started.
He gonna make the statement because I was like, well, where you going now with your life? You know what I'm saying? Because this and that. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna go out here with my white homie, this and that. I said, oh, why you didn't say that? Well, you know, you don't like white people. What?
No, we don't like ignorant white people.
Right. There's a difference.
But who told you I didn't like white people?
I don't like people that feel like because we want to stand up against the ignorant white motherfuckers, you just automatically assume that I don't like white people. First of all, I ain't even gonna get into what.
I mean, let's keep it 100. If I didn't like white people, I would have quarter away not like your ass. So why would you even say that?
Not a quarter of the way.
Listen, because goddamn it, somebody done lied about some of them parental things over that damn way, motherfucker.
Yeah, boy.
Somewhere along the line.
Somebody had a salt pork sandwich at 2 a.m.
Okay.
Not a salt pork
That the milkman, baby.
Oh, well, child, listen.
Jangalang.
Jangalang. Eyes the pappy.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get into a couple of these cards and then I'm gonna let y'all go.
Okay. Flip that card, nigga.
All right, first question, and this is Ace Metaphors cards. Y'all know I love doing the little conversation cards. This is from the date night edition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First question. What's your go-to way to deal with a stressful day?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear it all.
What's your go-to way to deal with a stressful day?
Fellatio.
Coloring.
Okay.
Y'all know I meditate. I turn on thunderstorms.
Okay. But what's my go-to?
Oh, your go-to. Your go-to. Oh, okay.
It ain't no daggone fellatio.
No, I thought fellatio would be appropriate, but no.
You said
that is your husband. That is your husband.
You said that. I was
nope, this ain't no car club meeting.
Not. This is.
Nope.
G belong to y'all.
No.
Look, they be like he for the streets tonight, damn it.
My go-to way usually is if it's not playing music, honey, then I got to come get me a glass of wine, and I veg out with my television programs.
No, my go-to thing is probably, I would say, music is definitely a soother and healer for me.
Absolutely. I need to calm my mind at first. For some reason, it works for me. I need the thunderstorms to be able to recalibrate.
Okay.
And then, depending on how I'm still feeling, if it works fast enough, then yeah, I'm going straight to the music after that, baby. I'm like, I'm ready.
Cupcake has a coloring app on her phone.
You do? You got that coloring app?
I do.
Because they deflect on dummies that I hate online or in real life. Okay, question 2. When you look in the mirror, what kind of person do you see?
A rich bitch.
Hey.
Wow.
I likes that answer, sis.
What kind of person?
Yep. When you look in the mirror, what kind of person do you see?
I see a transparent version of Pinhead, and all the needles represent all the pain that I have endured, and I'm still standing.
Oh, hot damn.
He just let everybody know exactly how old we are talking about Pinhead.
Well,
I ain't seen that motherfucking shit since like 1989, 1990.
Well.
That motherfucking box used to scare me. No, Meet, you go first, because I see a lot of different things. At different times, I see different things.
Personalities and people with green lights.
When I go to the mirror, what do I see? Well, nowadays I've been seeing my flaws, but they said, what kind of person do you see? The person that I see is just I see my success, but I'm learning that my success is defined very differently than what the world says success is. I see a very successful person, but the measure of success in the world standards, is about your finances and and the material things that you have collected.
Yeah, but we can't worry
But
about that.
But you are a spiritual millionaire.
Yeah.
He is successful. Like and there's nobody
Hey,
can
you know
take
what?
away.
Let me tell you something. This like we talking about white men talking about your how you feel, right? Be honest with you. I talked to Professor Derek the other day.
Okay.
When I say, because we talked, he FaceTime. We were on FaceTime.
Oh wow. Okay.
When I say that he like about teared up because he is so proud of us and our success and what we're doing, and he spoke about it. He and everything he said, he was doing the speaking, and I can tell he is watching us and listening. He is a fan.
Okay. Wow.
And we love him for it. Like, listen, I tell people all the time when we was giving tours and stuff like that, and they be like, "Well, what advice could you give them?" Refuses not to check. And I would always say, and whenever you have Professor Derek, pay attention and take good notes, because everything he teach you, baby, it's gonna be. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I got all my notes from every class I had with Professor Derek.
Yes, I have all of my notes too.
I got all my notes. Every time Cole say, "Mom, I need to know how to do blah blah blah," I say, "What class is that?" Baby, I got all the notes.
Hey, where was my seat at? All
Yeah,
the time.
in the front, yeah.
At the desk, right with him.
Yeah.
Every time, I don't care where I was, right there. If he doggone tapped his pen, I can tell you how many times I was right there.
Right.
Okay.
And he's a fair man. He's fair.
He's very fair.
He's very fair.
I felt for a while, okay, even though I was getting the accolades of the Dean's List program, you know, we go in there and they give you a little award and all that. Okay, I got 5 of them things.
Okay.
I don't know how many I got. I got one of those vanilla folders with them all in there.
So it's like, okay, I was getting them and everything, but those all together didn't add up to doing a final exam where it was a hands-on exam in Studio A. And him stopping me after the whole class come out of there and telling me to step back in there and talk to him. And I thought I did something wrong, right?
Right.
And for him to look at me and say, "Hey, I want to say thank you." And I'm looking at him like, "For?" And he's like, no. He's like, no. He said, "You're exactly what I need to let me know that I want to continue to teach another 20, 30 years because I only get a few of you every now and then that comes along that makes me understand why I do this." He said, "Every student in every class I've had you in, wait to see what you're doing before they start doing anything because you raise the bar every project."
Right.
You know what? My best thing. We had so many good moments with Professor Derek, but I remember like us going in. What people don't understand is our school and our profession is young people based.
Okay.
And we've already been doing it. We were going to school just for the paper and the, you know what I mean?
Right.
We already been in this. So we had Studio A. Hey Jojo, I seen that you fully vaccinated. Hey boo. Going in Studio A and doing that patch test. Y'all remember when we first had the patch test?
Yeah.
And baby, because my little team, we had the fastest time. Don't play with me because I remember I wrote down step by step which cable went where, how, and when we went in there, we worked at such a well-oiled machine that we had the fastest time, and we did that more than once, and we always had the fastest time.
Okay.
It was just like amazing. I'm like, this is shit that I don't even think about when I go into the studios. Who thinks about the goddamn patch cables? Not the artist.
Yep. And I'll tell you something too.
This artist know how.
When we left that school, I feel like I left a blueprint there because he called me, him and that other little short sucker called me, right? And was like, yeah. He called me and said, "Guess what?"
Everybody thought Wade was an asshole. I thought Wade was funny as fuck.
I thought Wade was cool. That was my boy. So look,
Wade was funny as shit. He let us crank guitar solo.
Hold on. I left there. They made it their business to call me because guess what they put in there? Me. What DAW do I use? Reason.
Oh yeah, he do.
They turned around and put Reason. There was no Reason in that school the whole program that I was in there with. and I would always bring Reason work to school and rewire it to Pro Tools and turn it in.
Now, see, that was me when I first got there. I was like, Professor Derek, I'm not even going to hold you. I know Pro Tools is the standard, but for me, I learned in Logic. Logic Pro was what I learned in, and it all because it always gave that sound to be almost ready, even before you did anything to it.
And that's the same thing with the Reason. People don't understand. Well, they starting to learn because Reason is the only DAW in the world right now that reads everybody else's DAW. You can take anything from any. You can take it from Pro Tools, Logic Pro. You can take it from Fruity Loops, anywhere, and just drop it on the doggone line. Just drag and drop it into Reason's 11, and it's gonna read everything in that wave and snatch all the instruments from Reason and totally match it up, and it'd be 100% exactly what you did somewhere else.
Now look, I'll tell you real quick before Beach get to the next card. So we in Wade class one time, Beach. I don't even know if you was there. I think we was in this class together, but I don't think you was there for some reason.
Okay.
But Wade let us prank Guitar Center. We was doing the whole thing on the different mics and stuff, right?
Right.
Said, how much you want to bet that they don't know what a plant mic is? He was like, y'all want to do it? Who will do the call? I said, shit, you know I'll do it. Wait, go ahead, put them on the phone. So they came on the phone. Y'all ain't got no damn sense. I said, hi, I'm a student, and I'm in media production and stuff, and I'm new, and I needed to know the different microphones, and I need to know what would be the best mic to use for a plant mic. This motherfucker, all you hear is the tapping of the key. Are you fucking serious, you damn idiot? Like, any mic can be a goddamn plant mic. Plant it, bitch. Just make sure can't nobody see it.
What the hell are you looking up? What are you looking up?
We was in there, and we had him on the phone for the longest damn.
What was you typing? Tell me he did not type plant mic in their computer.
I don't know what
Yes,
fuck
he did.
He was like, well, I'm gonna go find out from a super, because you know how when it be places like that, because y'all remember when we used to have the record stores and they would put people in the wrong place, because I felt like one time I went to, what was it, Tower Records or one of them damn things, and I go to the jazz section and I asked motherfucker jazz.
Don't nobody talk about me telling my age. What record you went to?
Shut up.
Yeah.
Anywho, I asked the boy because I had lent my brother, probably Baja, if he were here. I think Baja got it. Y'all always hear me say this. Najee's Morning Tenderness was my CD. I love that Morning Tenderness CD.
Wait a minute, what was the artist?
Najee.
Well, she's telling a whole lot right now. Come on. I know your birthday.
Yes, I know yours too. Wait, but they didn't have the proper people in the proper place. So I feel like stuff like jazz and classical and stuff like that, you should have people who really know about this in those places. Because that little boy looked at me. I wasn't that old then. Like you said, I'm telling my age, right? So I wasn't that old then. And he looked at me like I was the fuck crazy. Like he was like, and the artist again? I said, oh, we're in the jazz section. How dare you not know who Najee is?
Sacrilege.
But he didn't know, and it was the same. It was like the same thing happened all over again. You get these people in here, and I guess it's because like Guitar Center, you guys, if y'all ain't never been to Guitar Center, it's the place where we can get all our equipment, keyboards, guitars, all the stuff that we need to run the programs and everything. We can get there. But the boy just didn't know. And for y'all who don't know, a plant mic is just that. It's something that we use in film or skits or whatever, and you just can't see where we got the microphone.
Where we got to put it, right?
Hey, let me tell you something. When I got these monitors, JBL monitors, and I asked the damn fool in the doggone Guitar Center over there on the frontage road, I'm putting it out there. Okay. When I asked him,
which road?
On that little frontage road over there off the side of the highway, off 85 over there.
Oh, you talking about over on the east side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I went to.
I told him, I said, what is a good one knob that I know will push these subs, and you know what I'm saying? It won't be like I can run the subs through the one knob like that.
Mm-hmm.
He go, what kind of guitar do you play?
Oh. Wait a damn minute.
I said, I'm over here in the recording section buying subs, the monitors. And I asked you about the one knob that's going to be strong enough to push these. And you asked me what kind of guitar do I play. I said, little boy, go get me a manager and pick up a
Please.
broom.
Please. And I know they don't pay them enough to know all that stuff, but damn, can you give them the basics? Give them a booklet so they can look it up.
If I say something to you like that, just the best thing to do. You're like, you know what? I'm not sure exactly what type of one knob goes with these speakers that you're buying, these monitors you're buying, but let me go ask my manager. I'll be right back. Okay. Even if you don't know what a one knob is.
Right.
Okay, so let's just break it
Say
down.
you're not familiar with it. Something. Now wait, can you go back to Pretty Crystal's other comment? Did she say it may or may not be jazz?
Talk about Najee.
Najee he can be Najee's in that category with the smooth jazz and contemporary jazz.
And contemporary,
Kenny G and stuff like that. Oh baby, I know my music.
Right. Okay.
We want to get real jazz and blues and stuff, then we can get into my John Coltrane, you know.
Ooh,
some John Coltrane.
Miles
Davis,
baby. Hey, y'all don't know Miles.
Baby, you don't know Miles. Like I know Miles.
Okay.
Y'all telling y'all age now.
Whatever.
Well,
baby, it ain't about no
I've earned it, honey.
Baby, me too. It's almost Meech's birthday. It's almost Meech's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna start counting down, honey. Y'all know he celebrate the whole month. So if you ain't got no money,
February 28th.
listen.
February what?
If you ain't got no money in the beginning of the month, you got all the way to the end of the month.
Wait. February 28th ain't none of your birthday.
That's when my birthday season starts. Dear.
No. You greedy.
No.
Well,
my birthday season starts February 28th and it ends on April 2nd. That's my season.
You're greedy.
He said what he said.
That's my season.
I know it ain't Sunday, but he said what he said. His Cash App will be up there. Y'all can make donations.
Definitely do that. And anybody, I'll keep you posted at what strip club we'll be at for his birthday.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Remember we said that. We're doing it.
Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, you know what?
Where y'all want to go?
Yeah.
What strip club y'all going to?
We're gonna take me somewhere. I ain't gonna take you nowhere ratchet. I'm gonna take you somewhere classy.
You want to take him to Cheetah?
Hell no, I can't do the flat Cheetah Peter. No.
Oh.
No, I can't listen. It'll be cute, long as they don't come all up on me and care, and I'll take it. They're gonna do something because listen.
It ain't gonna be no fun if you don't get at least one lap dance.
Okay.
We comes to Wichicom all the time.
I'm not going where they got the doggone man with the real rack and shit. Come on, bro.
No, we go to Lips all the time. We going to the regular strip club. I don't want to get the regular strip club either, so let's all do stuff that we don't normally do.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Meech, the reason I'm so adamant about it because I don't even like the strip club no more. But I think all of us together not really wanting to be there would be fun.
That would be so much fun.
Okay.
They be like, those motherfuckers ain't even paying attention.
Y'all know what I say though. What? If a bitch can sit down there and make me want to give her some coin, honey, she's the bad bitch.
Well, then we need to go to Miami and take them to the original KOD. Because according to your nieces, this motherfucker's like the Universal Soul Circus down there.
What, talking about the one in Miami?
KOD in Miami.
The hell it is exactly like the Soul Circus.
Cole said it was midgets flipping and people.
You're not understanding, Nikki. You're not understanding. I only been there once, and I almost choked Maurice, making him get off the highway when I seen it on the side of the highway. We going down the interstate. I'm going down the interstate, and I looked and seen it lit up like the circus over there, and it said KOD Kings of King of. I was like, is that what I think it is? We going up. We headed to the hotel. And I'm like, as I looked, I said, wait a minute. Is that what he was like? And he gonna say it nonchalant. Oh, yeah, that's that big strip club they talking about. I said, nigga, get off. Get off right now if I hit you in your face. Get off this time.
Wait a minute, but the thing was, Cole and Keisha and them came back like they had been on a motherfucking school trip, y'all.
But you're not understanding. 20 minutes. You know how long 20 minutes is? For somebody to pay somebody, turn around,
Gemini,
and just stand there. I paid $20. I hadn't even walked 3 feet in the building, and I looked up in the air, and I was like, "Oh my!"
Yeah,
God.
they said it's a real show. Cole said it's acrobatics and everything. She said, "Mama, I ain't never been so amazed in my life. I ain't no strip club goer." She said that thing. They was all talking about her, my niece husband, and all of they had one of those party buses, and they went. She said, "Mama, it was amazing. It was like being at a real show."
It was so. I just stood there like this, like I'm like, wait a minute, I've been in strip clubs all over the world, but I stood right there, was stuck.
Honey.
Oh yeah, pretty.
What's our sign? I'm Pisces.
I'm Gemini, and that crazy one is a Libra.
I gotta keep it balanced up in here.
Okay.
This is unbalanced.
So yeah.
I don't know why all them Libras be believing that they balanced though. They really believe it in their hearts and their souls, honey.
Okay.
We balance the world.
Yeah, we stand. You know what? Shut up, freak.
We free.
All right. Next question. What was the main reason your last relationship didn't work?
Ooh, because
what was the what?
What was the main reason your last relationship didn't work?
Mine was boring.
I ain't like him. It's like
no, she only licked the tip.
Mute.
You know what?
I'll go first. The reason why my last relationship didn't work because I wasn't all in it. I was somewhere else.
Neither was he.
Nikki, sometimes you got to put your knees on your chest, baby. Sometimes you got to.
I don't know why you think that I don't. All I'm trying to explain to you is I can't just be like that with anybody. But when I love you and I'm with you, oh baby, all hell breaks loose. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. I run from motherfuckers like you all my life.
As you should.
You fuck around, give you the powwow and shit. No.
Fuck around, find out.
Your old lady outside, bruh.
No, but you know what? That's so funny because I've never been that. I've never been that. Like I'm not, man. I don't know. I think it's my other Gemini. Be like, bitch, fuck that nigga.
Okay. What's her
you know
name?
what, Nate, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I want you to read that question slowly that you just asked. One
more
time.
The one I just
right. Yeah.
What was the main reason why your last relationship didn't work?
And make sure that you speak on a relationship. Now you go.
The reason why my last relationship did not work is because I was dating a white guy who decided to call. I told y'all that before. Who called the UPS guy a nigga in that malice tone,
the ER,
and then want to justify it by telling me he just said it to get his attention.
Damn.
Hello, excuse me.
Then you went from world's greatest fuck to big black buck.
Oh.
Yeah. And I stayed quiet, and I stayed quiet because I told y'all the UPS guy said, "Damn, he called me a nigga with a nigga in the car," and that pierced me. And I was like, because I knew, he didn't say it like that. I said, let me take care of this,
Because what the UPS driver was saying was, you made him feel like it was cool for him to say that to me.
Exactly. Okay. And I was like, wow. And I'm talking through my teeth and everything because I was like, if you don't get your ass in this house, well, don't you say shit to me. Get in the house. Okay.
You're trying not to show your ass in the street.
Right, in the street, and we up here in fucking Smyrna. Okay. And I'm like, no. And I had to, it took me forever to calm down. I could not talk to him. I couldn't say shit. Maybe about 4 hours before I was able to open up my mouth because I just could not. And then he comes and, it was late. It was real late. And I was like, I am not supposed to want to ever put my hands on anybody who I'm fucking or who I say I'm in love with or whatever the case may be. I said, but I want to kick your ass so motherfucking bad. My dick is rock hard. And then he wanted to play Italian
in New Jack City. I want to
see
that so bad.
Yes. Yes. Come on, Ice-T. Come on, Ice-T.
Yeah. And he was like, what's that supposed to mean? I said, listen, and I'm shaking. I'm really shaking. I said, because you thought that you felt comfortable enough to do that. Yeah. And then he was asking me, he was like, why is it every time you're upset with me, you always want to fight? I said, because you take me there. Mm-hmm. And that's what the fuck I'm talking about. And I broke up with him that very day. That very day. I said, no, we can't do this shit no more.
Yeah, because in his mind, it's okay. It's okay.
And see, here's where it is because I've gotten criticized by.
I was hoping you didn't waste no time.
There was no time to waste. No, because it was I broke up with him at that moment, and so we called. So since that time, I'm one of his only friends because he don't know how to have friends or whatever. Now he just got out of jail and he just went to Iowa and carried on. That's where he's from originally.
Mm-hmm.
But
answer that question.
You have Negroes in Iowa.
I wouldn't know.
And I said, no, I can't. I can't. Okay.
I Googled it, and Google told me that I can't.
Okay, I can't.
I asked Siri. But
I can't. I've tried, and you know what I found out? That I can't. No. I've looked into it, and I found out that I can't. I've researched it, and I found out that I can't.
Come on, Lexi. Okay. Baby, that's my girl. The first time I seen that, I was on the floor. I said,
baby,
look, she gets me.
Okay, I can't. No. I researched it.
I've researched
and
it.
I found out I can't. Okay. No. And so so because of that, a lot of folks are like, well, you gave him a pass or whatever. And I'm so sick of that damn giving white folks a pass. It wasn't about giving him a pass. When you learn white folks individually, okay, we were having a discussion and carrying on. And like I told him, because he would talk and carry on. I said, now listen, this is me. I'm not hung up on all that like that. I said, but you can't go talking like that around my friends. Because they're not going to get it. Because right now they thinking because you and I fucking or whatever that I'm making excuses or no, it ain't that. It's just that here, I hear you and I know what you're saying. Okay. And you're not sitting up there trying to be this, that, and the other. But he did in the beginning. See, I was the first black guy that he ever dated. So I'm his guinea pig, okay, in this.
So you was me.
Huh?
You was me. What? Come on, Ken Norton.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the dynamics in that were a little different, and then on top of it, I had to do this in front of his friends because it would be some shit that he would try to get me to do. I said, no, we're not doing that.
He would do what?
Oh, come on. Like something like little shit that he would want me to say or do or
like you was a show horse.
God, yeah. And I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. And
he wanted to play Sambo. He wanted you to play Sambo?
Yeah,
that's what it sounded like.
And I was like, oh no, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Like me, show him how to give me 5 on the black hand side.
On the black hand side.
Yeah, that kind
hey.
Oh yeah. That was the one he wanted me to do.
Hello, this is the cast.
That's exactly what he wanted me, but he wanted me to do Fat Albert version. Hey.
Oh,
okay.
God. Oh, that's what he wanted?
Yeah. And I was like, no, we're not gonna do all that and carrying on. And so, and then like his neighbor was like, oh my God, you are huge. You're like the biggest black man I've ever seen. I said, you don't get out much. He's like, well, what do you
And
mean?
ain't it so crazy how some of them really just don't get how some of this shit they do and say
And you know what? That's why I need to write down all my little comebacks that I have for white people, because they say some of the damnedest things to us and don't realize they're saying something.
and don't realize how offensive it is.
And I really want to, like, somebody like that. They be like when you say y'all don't get out much. My response would be, well, I was just wondering so many of you crackers fit in those little packages.
Not oyster crackers. If you don't stop, if you don't motherfucking stop, not oyster crackers. If you
Nope.
No. You are not
fool. Did you say oyster crackers? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I want to know how come so many of y'all get into those little packages. You're not going to know. You're not going to oyster cracker me.
This is
but I'm just saying the uppity crackers, they be in the little Ritz long little thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they can't be in the Ritz thing because the Ritz got a little color to them. That's not them.
Yeah, I don't know. But
they be in the saltines. In the long
they definitely be in the saltines.
Well, I prefer a club cracker.
Me too. And the little chicken biscuit ones that we like, Meech. I love those.
Oh God, I got to get some more of those. But anywho,
I like the graham crackers because you split them in two before you put them in your mouth.
How about that? Where you can, honey. Sometimes you got to take it to the head. Just, anyway.
So, Rick, how come your last relationship before my sister came didn't work out? You motherfucker.
Made me not want to eat a graham cracker another day in my life.
Right,
baby.
Y'all people have me looking at it all crazy. Like,
no, because Chelsea, you could do so much with the graham cracker, though.
Yes,
you could do so much with them because it's a versatile cracker.
Yes,
it's a versatile cracker. Honey, you could take it, and because they come in a big square, you could take it. You could break it in half. Or if you pop it in fours or whatever, because you could take a spread peanut butter on the cracker or whatever. You could
everybody together.
See
what rhymes with whores? S'mores.
See,
y'all never eaten a s'more?
Me neither.
I don't think you're eating anything with anything in the middle.
Okay, good day, sir.
Okay.
You can take and if you take some melted butter on it and crumble it up or whatever, mix it. You got a nice little graham cracker crust.
The reason why I've never had it is because anytime people talk about s'mores, like they've already purchased the stuff to do it, and for me, I'm gonna need the kosher marshmallows and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna eat it.
Okay. So yes,
cracker and pop. Yeah, JoJo, don't do that with them. They ain't got no sense, especially that one down there. Him downstairs.
Okay, listen.
Hold on. Y'all go ahead. Hold on.
So yeah, that's.
What's up?
So okay.
You want
so
to
that be that, honey.
Okay, so Red, are you going to tell yours or you on the phone? Because I was going to say, because then I guess it's 12:06.
Yeah.
I was trying to find. Yeah, I was trying to find that video with the girl when did nobody wanna. But I'll find it and send it to you. You can show up tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because usually it's on the like long as you press the heart, you can go on the thing where the hearts are and find all the things that you liked.
Honey,
yeah,
it's okay. It is okay. Well, you know what? Here we've been up. We done gave y'all 3 hours of today's time. And y'all gave us 3 hours of y'all time, and we appreciate you so much.
Yes, thank y'all for rocking out with us.
Rocking us with us and carrying on. But this is one of those shows. But listen, honey, what we're gonna do? We're gonna let you guys go ahead on and things of that nature. I'm gonna stretch out a little bit. I've had a long day.
I'm about to take some more medicine for my shoulder.
And we're going to call that grace. Now, we're going to be here tomorrow. We may be a little late depending on the game, honey, because we got the Skyhawks are there. Y'all know, listen, honey, I got 2 towels this particular game. Well, Well, wait a minute. I'm gonna say 1.5 because my sister, she heard my thought. I was gonna go for the other towel. I said, no, I'm being greedy. So she said, give me the game towel. And so
he gave it to me, and I gave it to. I know how much he loved him, so I'm going
and
to.
so my sister said, here. She took the towel and gave it to me. She said, you know you want it. I said I was going.
I don't want that sweaty shit. Only Meech wanted, but I'll get everyone that he want.
Oh, child, no, honey. Now I've my husband's. Well, one of them I don't have one from yet. And he's
Who
out.
you
Right
got
now.
it from? The one that's hurt?
Yeah, no, I didn't get it from him yet. That's
Okay.
that's
We
Jeffrey.
gonna get it.
Number 55.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
have
remember,
his.
the man said he should be back soon, I guess.
But I got it from number 24. Okay, I got his twice actually.
Y'all, first I ain't like number 24 because his side profile is exactly Brian's. Y'all, my first I was like, I don't like him. But then I said, if I start looking at it like my son, because he looked like Mir did, like Mir, I said, okay, now he my friend. So what they say about s'mores?
They said, honey, you don't know what you're missing.
It's the marshmallows. They have gelatin in them, but they do have kosher marshmallows. So one day, you know what? I might do it. I'm gonna go purposely. But can I use the fluff instead of the marshmallow? Because not every store have kosher marshmallows, but usually all of them got fluff.
Right. I'm not.
Can
Sure.
I use
I've
it?
never made them.
Oh, okay.
I've eaten one, but I've never made them. You know,
Okay.
so yeah.
I'm gonna find out because my son always go camping and stuff. I'm gonna ask him.
Because I like, well, you know when we go to the game and I get the cookies because the chocolate the cookies are soft and the chocolate. Oh my God!
Listen, and I don't even like soft cookies, y'all. But them cookies at the game.
Yeah, them girls be.
And if I go tomorrow with you, am I going or Brandy going?
I think you going because yeah, you going Monday. I'm gonna get.
I'm
y'all
cheating
going
tomorrow then.
Y'all going Monday?
Who? Oh,
because I'm gonna get a ticket to Red and Nate for Monday for Valentine's Day because I'll be at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Make sure they going because if they ain't going,
I know. Yeah, they got to make sure. Let me know. But anyway, we rambling. Let me let these folks go. Listen, honey.
Yes, we love y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much for your love, your time, and your support, honey. If you love us like you do, honey, like, subscribe, share, whatever platform that you're watching us on. Take us wherever, honey. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends and carry it on and this, that, and other. But if you hate us, okay, then, honey, you could tell all of your motherfucking friends to like, subscribe, and share if the Father wasn't carried on. Because, darling, guess what? I need for you to understand a couple of things, honey, that everything that we're doing over here at District T with Big Meech, and Let's Talk Without Nikki at Atlanta Hot Radio, honey, and everything that's up under the 3 The Hard Way Syndicate, honey, all of our business, everything that we're doing will move forward, darling. You may finish all of your crumpets because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darling, with Big Meech and Aunt Nikki and the big guy ally down there, the big red fella, honey. So on that note, my darling, we thank you, we love you, and we will see you guys again real soon. Okay, I got it. So, all right. And on that note, honey, woohoo!
Extra deep breath tonight.
That's it.
This motherfucker done took an extra deep breath. Shut